yes. What's going on, family? What's up? Let's get it, family. We are live right now. I feel like I haven't went live on this channel in a while. Decided to go live with y'all this morning, take a look at the markets, see what the hell is going on. Let's go. What's up, Tony? Tammy, I see you. King Lion, Chintaka. What is up? Shout out to every single one of y'all tuning in this morning. I appreciate you guys so much. And yeah, like I said, man, I wanted to come on live because I feel like I haven't been live with you guys in damn near forever. All right, but we are live right now. We are going to do what it do.
Sound production.
Yes. Go ahead and turn this down a little bit. How are you guys feeling in the chat, family? How you guys feeling in the chat? Let me know how you guys are feeling in the chat this morning. Let me see. All right. What's going on, guys? So let's go ahead and take a quick look at the markets. Turn on this music a little bit more. And let's see what the hell has been going on. I know yesterday we hosted our weekly overview over on the Profit Society channel. Shout out to every single one of y'all that's a part of the Profit Society. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. It is going to be a phenomenal time with you guys as we now officially launched and as we go ahead and do what we do, right? And that's educate you guys to the highest of our abilities, families. But let's go ahead and take a quick look at the market as a whole. I'm going to be watching for the most part, guys, taking a look at gold on last night's call as well, our overview. I said that I was very interested at gold, especially up at these levels. And just being honest, I did end up taking a position up here at these highs. You know, I woke up, by the time I woke up this morning, price was back up here. So I ended up closing out my positions overall, guys. But what do I think can happen next for gold, right? Well, gold is actually very interesting to say the least, right? Because if we even go back to the higher time frames, I mean, this thing has been, guys, steadily going on an uptrend, right? Ever so steadily, it has been going higher. And it's tough to try to go against that, right? Even though we are seeing some type of evidence of maybe, because we've seen this break of structure, maybe a little deeper of a pullback. But even that's still extremely risky to try to play, all right? So I want to probably stick with the actual momentum that we've been experiencing. I mean, literally for the past couple weeks or so, all right? So that's pretty much what I'm going to be playing, guys, is playing the overall momentum that we've been riding. To see if we can at least get some type of opportunity that we can take advantage of. And the reason why I'm thinking this is because, I mean, I do think we have maybe a little bit more to go to the upside before we truly start to see more of an inflection point. I mean, again, it's really not that far at all, right? But this is still maybe around 100 pips away. So I really want to see how we react around this 1945 level, guys, more than anything. So as of right now, like, I really do think there's a good chance that we actually continue bullish here for gold. And if things change, then we'll obviously be able to adjust to it. But I will not be surprised at all, right, if this thing does continue to the upside. All right, so that's what I'm going to be potentially looking to play off of this week. Or not even off of this week, but this morning. To see how that does end up playing out, right? Now let me go ahead and just take a look at the calendar for the week, because I haven't personally done it yet. I haven't personally looked at the calendar for the week just yet, so let me go ahead and take a look at this. Right, shout out to all you guys a part of the Profit Society Familia. Once again, we appreciate y'all. So let me see what we got here on the radar. Nothing too crazy from what I'm looking at right now for today. the 23rd. We have some medium CAD news. Nothing too crazy with that. Actually, let me go ahead and just see if I can go simply. I want to go straight high impact news. Yeah, so I don't really see too much in terms of news for this week. So it could be a very smooth week for the most part. Let me just double check one thing real quick. Yeah, so there really isn't that much on the radar for this week at all, guys. All right, so it should be a smooth week overall, right? But I mean, tell me how you guys feeling in the chat. All right, Sativa, how you doing? Elena, what's up? Easy Pip, my guy, what's up? What's up? Chaos, I see you. My brother George, good to see you, George. How are you doing, my brother? Good to see you back in the chat. I definitely want to send my condolences to you for the loss of your mother, bro. You'll definitely be in my prayers for sure, because that is definitely not an easy thing to overcome, bro. But yeah, you know, if you need anybody to talk to, my brother, definitely reach out whenever you need it. All right, let's see. Dominic, what's going on, Dominic? Good to see you. All right, yes, sir. Blessed, absolutely awesome and grateful. Feeling amazing. Let's go. I love it. What's good? Tyson, what's up, dog? How you doing? Jarrell, what's up? Appreciate you jumping on, my brother. Michael, how you doing? Tony, my guy. It was a very depressing end to our season for the Ravens. I'm not even gonna lie. Very depressing way to end our season, man. Shout out to all my Baltimore Ravens fans. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Every other football team out there is ass. And I say that in the most nicest way possible. All right, so let's see what we got here, guys. Like I said, for gold, I'm interested to see what gold does, right? Because I think there's a good chance, guys, that gold could potentially, again, the keyword here is potentially, could actually potentially go in bullish, right? And the reason why I say that, I mean, let's just take another quick look at the bigger picture here, right? Overall, guys, this market has genuinely just been going up, right? I mean, for the past few months, you know, we have seen the gold truly gain a lot of strength overall, right? And it's just been steadily going to the upside. And I mean, as of right now, based off what we're looking at, guys, I mean, there's no evidence that this thing can change. You know, we've seen the market itself just pretty much rush up to this high above 1930s, and ever since then, we've been trapped inside of this range, all right? You know, so I was actually in a sell opportunity from up here that we spoke about last night. I didn't really get too in depth on it, but I did mention that I was only looking for, you know, this shorting opportunity for gold. I was looking for that shorting opportunity on AU. That was like the only thing I was keeping my eyes on. So I was able to grab a short here. You know, by the time I woke up, though, it was already retested back here like a rookie. I did not have my one of my take profits set there, so the market did push back against me a little bit, but I was still able to grab some pips. Now the whole thing is now, and I completely closed my full trade, because now I'm thinking about how the market is reacting around these levels, right? And I'm thinking about what the probability is of this thing to continue just in the trend that we've been in, right? Because again, just look at the flow, guys, right? What is the path of least resistance? All right, go ahead and answer this in the chat. Right, go ahead and answer this in the chat, guys. What is the path of least resistance based off what we're seeing here on the 30-minute, the 1 hour, the 2 hour, shit, even the 4 hour, right? Even though we are getting up into a, you know, an interesting level, all right, I still believe the path of least resistance is still very much, in my opinion, of course, I could be wrong, but I believe the path of least resistance is still very much bullish. All right, so now looking at what price is doing, guys, like I wouldn't be surprised, you know, if the market did maybe something like this, right, where we actually you know, started to see bullishness come in from where we're at right now, which we're already technically seeing it, right? We had a very strong 15-minute push to the upside above this little key level right here, right? Internal level of structure. And yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if, you know, we do see this thing potentially just continue to the upside. Give me 1 sec. I gotta check some things real quick. No. Let me see what we got here. Give me 1 second, family. 1922. All right. Yeah, but either way, though, I'm gonna be patient. All right, I'm gonna be patient and see what the market can give me overall. But as of now, going into the start of New York session, I personally would not be surprised if we just continued in the overall flow that we've been in overall, right? Especially with, you know, seeing how the market is reacting. You know, we went through this entire reaccumulation phase, you can call it, right, where we just reaccumulated to now potentially see this thing go higher, right? So I'm gonna see though, right? I'm gonna be patient with this. I did not jump into any buys just yet. I'm gonna be watching the market, see what it gives me, and if it gives me more confirmation, guys, we'll definitely be able to do what we do, right? But we're gonna really just wait for some confirmation more than anything. Like what I would want to see now more than anything, guys, is really see, you know, if we are able to potentially push, and I'm on the lower time frame now, right? 2 minute. You know, if we are able to push back a little bit lower, you know, maybe probably back down around to this level right here, around 1924.5, you know, which also lines up with previous levels of structure. We also do have, you know, this last little run of support, grab a liquidity before we immediately shifted back above. All right, so we got my favorite pattern that I like to look for, right? You know, the lower low going straight to a higher high type of sequence. But now I want to see if we're able to come back and retest back down into the structure, but also retesting back into this order block that we have down here. All right, either this order block, continuation block, whatever the hell you want to call it, right? But that's really what I would like to see, right? So once the market does get down here, guys, we'll be able to monitor it, see what the market is, how the reaction is off of that, and then we'll be able to go ahead and jump in and see what the market can give us. You know, I do think, again, there is a possibility, guys, for a decent chance here. I like the probabilities of it. I like the risk to reward, especially if we're targeting back all the way up to the highs, which is probably what I'll be targeting if I am able to get an entry up in here. All right, I would definitely want to target back up to structure highs, because again, I want to just stick with, guys, the path of least resistance, right? This thing has clearly just been bullish for the past 2-3 months, right? Since what? Since November, October, November, right? We've just been seeing a lot of bullishness come into play, and I think it does have to do with obviously a lot of policies that have been, you know, that could either change because of how inflation is. I mean, there's a lot of fundamentals to it, guys. You know, into why the dollar or gold has probably started gaining a lot of strength, and it probably has to do with just what's happening with inflation, right? Inflation has been steadily dropping, at least over here in the US, for the past few months, right? And that's a positive thing, guys, for equities. That's positive for commodities. That's positive for, you know, a lot of different riskier, quote unquote riskier assets, right? So overall, yeah, you know, I would love to see us pull back to this 1924.5 and then give us an opportunity to go back to the upside, right? Initial first target will probably be back up to this level, right? Which that is going to be at a 3-to-1 risk reward, right? So 3 times our risk will be our first target. 3 times our risk will be our first target for around 48-50 pips. And then our next one will be all the way at the highs for around 110 pips, but for around 6.85 times our risk, right? So overall, I think it looks pretty juicy. You know, we'll see what the market gives us overall. But yeah, that's going to be one of the first guys I'm going to be keeping my eyes on this morning with you guys. And I wanted y'all to be aware of it, right? I wanted y'all to be aware of it. So we'll see how that plays out. All right, let's see who else we got here in the chat, family. Go ahead and smash those like buttons, family. I know I haven't been live in a while on this channel, all right? And I'm not deserving of the likes. But I know y'all appreciate me, and I look forward to providing y'all with massive value, right? So definitely go ahead and smash those likes if you do not mind, so that we can start getting a lot more people in this call. All right, let's start getting a lot more people up in this building, okay? Appreciate you guys for doing that for sure. All right, so we got almost 70 people watching. Let's get 70 likes, 70 likes. Let's get it. All right, so let's see what else we got here. Prayer and condolences. Yeah, 100%. Which pair is this? Gold. Can you take a look at GU? Yeah, for sure. Right, so again, this is my gold setup. I'm actually going to set an alert just so that I can keep my eyes on it. I'm going to set my alert right here, just in case the market does, because we are looking at this in a smaller time frame, so this could happen very, very quickly. All right, but we're going to keep our eyes on this. Once we get alerted to prices at 1925.3, then we'll go ahead and start really watching this thing, right? But in the meantime, let's go take a look at a few other pairs, see what we got here. Somebody had mentioned GU. Tammy had mentioned GU. I got you, Tammy. All right, so let's see what we got here for GU, guys. Overall, looking at this thing from a bigger picture, you know, we had a very interesting run last week overall. Very, very strong green candle. But all we're doing right now, guys, on the daily is we're pretty much just testing back up into this area of potential supply. All right, this area at potential supply is very interesting, to say the least. You know, I mean, we could literally just bring this back. This is a key level, okay? And seeing how the market reacts up here, guys, could be telling us a story in itself, right? I mean, right now we're starting to see this thing really drop aggressively to the downside. You know, we really didn't have too much volume pushing us up here, and now we're just completely erasing. So this is going to be interesting, guys, right? If we're able to really see price go ahead and close below this 1.23 level, right? A close below that 1.23 is probably going to trigger a lot more sell side pressure for sure. All right, and I'm talking about we could possibly eventually, if we are going to see this market overall shift into more of a bearish type of tone, then I mean it makes sense for us to target all the way below these levels over here, right? Because there's probably just a ton of liquidity. I mean, there's a lot of imbalance over here, guys, that still needs to be filled out, right? So this market as a whole is very out of whack, right? It's not completely balanced like it needs to be, right? We have been genuinely just seeing a lot of bullishness, but as we should know, guys, these markets don't just always continue in one direction, right? You know, the market hates being out of balance, so more times than not, it's going to want to come back to actually balance itself out before we either continue going back bullish or we even just completely shift and stay in this bearish trend. But overall, it's very possible for this thing to actually go ahead and reach lower, but I would need to see, right, in order for me to be confident in something like that, like I would need to see, guys, this low get taken out first, right? Like if we're able to see, because right now, again, it's tough to try to go against the overall flow, right? This thing has been flowing to the bullishness, to the bull side, and it's very possible for us to try to sell against that. In fact, the most probable opportunity will probably be just to look for this continuation, right? That will probably be the most probable opportunity, possibly, right? But what I would want to see is more, so not even just this level, right? Because we can break that level and still go bullish. What I would need to see for me to think of an overall reversal is if we actually go and break below this level, right? 1.225. If we break below 1.225, then this thing is definitely going to continue to drop. Right, the reason why I changed my mind now about this, because this could be an area, guys, that's just building up liquidity as well. Right, we could just spike below this level, and in fact, that's probably, now that I'm really thinking about it, it's probably what I would want to see more than anything. Right, I would really love to see this market, guys, go ahead and break below this level, and then give us an opportunity to go ahead and go bullish on, right, for GU. Okay, so I'm talking about somewhere maybe around this 1.22, 1.23. Right, so around 1.23, guys. That's really if, again, I don't know if we're gonna get down there, right? You know, but if we were, then I would love to see maybe something like this occur. All right, go ahead and capture all of this trend line liquidity, capture all of this structure support liquidity before we go ahead and continue going bullish, eventually running this high, and potentially even running, you know, all the way up to these highs. All right, so you know, we got a little bit ways to go to the upside potentially here for GU. I'm just trying to stay with the overall flow, this momentum, overall flow of the market as a whole. But we do want to make sure we get in at the right areas, right? We want to make sure that we're entering at the right position. So I would love to see the market just continue to drop and run this low. And around 1.23, guys, I will be looking to go long once again. All right, so 1.23 is really where I'm interested in. I feel like that's the most liquid area for us to go ahead and turn around from. All right, so that's what I'm looking at for sure. Keep my eyes on that one, and I'll let you guys know how that goes, right? Let's see. I see somebody asked about time frames. Yeah, let me actually go ahead and fix my browser for you. Let me go ahead and fix my browser so you guys can actually see what time frame I'm on. Give me 1 second. I just got to go ahead and play with a couple of these settings. Let's see. All right, there we go. That should be a little bit easier for you to see now. All right, perfect. All right, so now you should be able to see my actual time frames, right? So for anybody that is wondering, up here at the top left, whatever's highlighted blue is the time frame that I'm actually on. All right, whatever's highlighted blue is the time frame that I'm currently on. I'm currently monitoring the markets on. All right, perfect. All right, family, go ahead and get the likes up. Let's get the likes up. All right, I appreciate you guys for actually doing that for me, but let's go ahead and get the likes. So let's get the likes up, right? The goal is 100 likes. Even though we only have 80 plus people on, the goal is still 100 likes. So if you guys appreciate me, if you guys appreciate the value that I've been given, or if even if you're newer, all right, and you guys are just now jumping on, you know, I would appreciate if you were able to like the screen for me, because it definitely does help me out tremendously, more than you might even think, right? But I appreciate all you guys in advance for doing that. All right, so this is what I'm looking at for GU, guys. Definitely a little bit different than what I was probably looking at for in terms of gold, because gold itself, like I said, could be ready to go extremely bullish, but we're going to be patient on that. But GU, I would want it to get down into this level for sure. All right, I will want it to get down into here, but for sure, 1.23 is my kill zone. All right, let's see what else we got here. Good morning from NJ. What's going on, Linda? Jerry Duran, what's up? How are you feeling this morning? Elena, how are you doing? Of course, I can take a look at EURUSD. Let's go take a look at that real quick. All right, so EURUSD is also another very interesting one, guys. I think a lot of these pairs are for the most part doing very similar movements, especially the ones that end in USD. But this is a very interesting one, right? So we were looking at this last night on our overall weekly call. I know Skaggs has mentioned it. Again, I had said that I was also looking at to see if we can turn this thing around to the downside. And we did finally get a little bit of a shift up here. You know, we seen the market give us this little accumulation, run up to the highs, run that liquidity, and then completely shift to the downside. Now, in order for me to look for some bullishness here, guys, on EU, all right, I really think we would have to get anywhere or closer towards back down these lows. All right, again, this is just my opinion, right? I would love to see us, you know, eventually make our way down into these lows down here and then see how we hold off of that. All right, now there is a chance for the market to go even lower, right, all the way down to here to possibly fill the rest of this wick, all right, and that's something we'll keep our eye on for sure. But one thing that I am pretty positive about, and again, obviously nothing is guaranteed when it comes to trading, all right, that we're either going to go off of here, in my opinion, or that we can go off of there. Right now, is there a chance for this overall reversal? It is very possible for this thing to overall reverse, right? It really is. But right now, we don't have too much evidence of that, right? You know, the only thing that we have is that this market has genuinely been going up since October, right? So since October, November, December, January, right? So for the past 4 months, you know, we have been steadily just going bullish. Now, one thing that I am looking at for EU, guys, and I'm keeping my eyes here on the bigger picture, right? I'm interested to see if we are able to go ahead and get up into this kill zone up here. All right, like, I don't know. I think EU, before we see any type of major sell-off, which again, it could happen very, very soon, right? The market's gonna do what it wants at the end of the day. But in order for, in my opinion, I would love to see us go ahead and run this high right here of 1.093, right? I really would love to get us up into the 1.1 level, right? If we're able to get back above 1.1, then that's when I think we could actually go ahead and start to turn around and start to capture, you know, all of this liquidity that's been being left behind, right? All of these lows right here, I think we could definitely go ahead and start to capture those. I just think we might have to see a little bit more of a higher push. All right, again, I could be wrong, right? But I really want to see some of this little last imbalances right here, right, to get filled, right? So I'm talking about above the 1.1 is truly where I'm interested in seeing like an overall major sell from. Now, that's not to say that this thing is probably not going to give you opportunities, though. Right, that's not to say that we can't have opportunities here, all right? Because again, there are opportunities. Remember, like I said, I was looking for shorting opportunities last night. I just ended up taking the gold shorts instead of the actual EU shorts. Okay, so now that you guys see what my blueprint is, my blueprint overall is to see us come down to these levels and then overall possibly just continue. So overall, what we can do is align ourselves with my blueprint. At least that's what I would like to do. Okay, so we've seen the market give us break of structure followed by an immediate structure shift, right? So now we could potentially look for a continuation like that to the downside into that kill zone down here. All right, so if I'm doing anything for EU, it's probably going to be looking at more so the opportunity to go short, and it'll probably be right around these levels here, in my opinion. All right, something like this could be a decent opportunity here, you know, right down into the structure. We're talking about a 4-to-1 risk reward, so risk reward is absolutely amazing. You know, we're going to be targeting 4 times our risk. I got some farina in front of me. Shout out to my wifey. Let me make sure I eat this before it gets cold. All right, so this could be a play here. All right, this could be a play here. Okay, I have no interest in trying to sell from right here, especially after already a 40-50 pip drop. I don't want to sell from right here. Do I necessarily want to buy from right there? Neither. I mean, it could give us a play. You know, we are testing back into structure, but even then, all right, I really don't even have no interest in the buys neither, right? So I'm more so, guys, seeing if we could push back up to then give us an opportunity to go ahead and go a little bit lower here for EU. Let's see what else we got here. Let's see. Hello from Zurich. How are you doing? Shout out to you guys out there in Zurich. What's up? Let's see. I'm long odd CAD. What's your view? Breakout. I'll take a look at that in a second. Real talk. Real talk Mafia. I got you. Let's see. Grand Rising family. Beautiful Monday is off the clock. Let's go, Devin. Appreciate you, my brother, for tuning in. Let's go. US 30. I can take a look at US 30 as well, right? So let me go ahead and just set my alert here for you. So if price does get up into that area, we are alerted about it. Let's go take a look at odd CAD, which was the next one that was called out. And then we'll go look at US 30, dirty. All right. So odd CAD, let me take a look at this thing on a little bit of a higher time frame. So I mean, this thing has been just trending bullishly as well. We did see a nice, a nice little reaction from these highs, but again, this thing has just been. Let me see what we're reacting from. All right, we gotta go to the left and see what we're actually reacting from here. All right, so we are reacting off of a very interesting level per se. We are reacting off of a very interesting level. But I don't know. I think these highs are pretty weak. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if we did just continue back up to the upside here, guys, for odd CAD. Like, I would not be surprised at all. All right, so that's probably what I would be looking for, is more so just to look for continuations back bullish. These highs right here, in my opinion, this little pause right here, even though we do have an area of supply where the market reacted from, I don't think that, in my opinion, of course, right, I don't think that that's really going to hold, right? So I wouldn't be surprised if we actually end up continuing back to the bull side. So that's what I would be leaning towards if I was looking at odd CAD right now. Where could we look for potential plays off of? I mean, we did see a little bit of a nice reaction so far, but if I was looking for an area that I was interested in, let me see. I don't know. I mean, I kind of like this area that we're actually at, to be honest with you. I kind of like above, as long as we stay above this 0.933 level. As long as we stay above 0.933, I like it. I like it. All right. I don't know why. I think even if we do spike below this low one last time, right? Because now we have probably liquidity being built up down here. If we spike below that low and then we're able to rebound, then that can be a beautiful, beautiful opportunity for odd CAD to go ahead and go bullish, right? So if you're able to, again, let me just say it one more time. If you're able to go ahead and see price come back below 9.34, right? Like, come down inside of this range right here, grab some liquidity, and then go give us a nice reaction back up. That could be a decent opportunity for sure. That could be a decent opportunity for sure. All right, so it could be something like this for all CAD. Again, risk to reward looks good. The opportunity looks good. The probability looks good. Yeah, I'll be comfortable risking 0.5% on this bad boy, or 1%. Does all my confirmations check out? What is the overall flow of the market? We are already still trending bullish, so that's number one. Number two, are we playing off of an area of supply and demand? Right, like, this is literally the confirmations I like to check with myself, guys, right? So we do have demand down here, right? So once we do get into this demand, that will also check that box off. That's number three, right? Did we grab liquidity, right? Are we able to see some type of a capture of liquidity before getting into the demand zone? Oh yeah, again, I think that there is liquidity built up right here. So if we do run this support, I think that is an area or an opportunity to grab some liquidity leading up into the demand zone. So that's, again, another confirmation. All right, how is my indicator? How is my MACD? All right, are we showing less volume, less selling volume on this move? Well, we honestly will have to see, right? We don't have that full confirmation yet, but if the market does come down into this level down here, guys, and we don't see these white bars pick up, all right, if we don't see the white bars start to get more aggressive, then that is low volume. All right, so when we combine low volume pushes into our kill zone, right, into an area that should be liquid, that is just another confirmation that I love to use all day long, right? So I'm also going to be monitoring, the volume of the move once we get into this area of liquidity. Okay, I hope you guys get what I'm saying. And that's some sauce, by the way, right? Do not let that go over your head, right? Because that is a nugget, right? Measuring the volume of the market when it gets to an area of interest. That is an absolute gem. Okay, how is your volume looking like when we get into that area, right? And the reason why that's important, guys, because if this thing comes down into this area, but we see the volume actually picking up, like we see a lot of selling volume, then we might not want to jump into there, all right? Because obviously the volume is telling us a story itself, all right? So that's one thing that you guys can start doing if you guys have not done that yet into your analysis. Like whenever the market is getting into your kill zone, look at the volume, right? Is the volume going in your favor or is it not going in your favor? All right, because when you're able to identify these things, it'll give you a little bit more of an idea of if you should jump in or not, if you should pull the trigger. Okay, so again, let me say that one more time because this is so important. When price gets down into my area of liquidity, right, where I believe there's a lot of stop losses, a lot of pending orders, right, there's just a lot of money sitting, in my opinion, above these levels. So once we get into those liquid areas, what is the volume behind the push that got us into that zone? Because if I'm expecting a bullish reaction, then I don't want to see too much selling volume. I don't want to see selling pressure pick up, right? I want to see us enter this range on low selling volume. On low selling volume. Okay? So if we enter this range on low selling volume, then yeah, that will give me a lot more confidence in this move as well. Right, so we have those confirmations. That's around 4 confirmations already. The trend, supply and demand, liquidity, volume, right? We can even add things like I mean, you can add a whole bunch of things, guys, just to throw in confirmations, but what are your main ones, right? Those 4 for the most part are usually my main ones. Right now, the next confirmations that I look for are more so based off of patterns that the candlesticks are showing me. Okay, so I have all these different structural confirmations, but then I have entry confirmations, right? Oh man, I'm giving y'all gems today. Oh man, family, I need y'all to go ahead and smash the like button one more time for your boy. That is gems, right? So when it comes, let me repeat this. I like repeating myself, guys, because I think a lot of this stuff goes over a lot of you guys' heads. I'm gonna be honest, right? And I'm not saying you guys are not intelligent enough to catch it. The reality is most people probably not exposed to things like this, right? So again, when it comes to confirmations, guys, you want to have your entry or your setup confirmations, like the confirmations that are telling you, yo, this opportunity looks good, this is a high probability, low risk type of opportunity, right? That's just one set of confirmations, right? But what about your entry confirmations? All right, cool, you found the setup itself. The setup looks good, right? Low risk, high reward, great risk to reward, high probability setup, everything lines up, right? But what about your entries now? And what about your exits? Okay, because once we got the actual setup itself, that's the first part of the story, right? Now we got to figure out all of our perimeters. All right, cool. I want to enter here, but what exactly am I looking for in order for me to just pull the trigger? Like, what are my confirmations that I need to see in order for me to push the button? Push the damn button. Right? What kind of confirmations do you have telling you it's time to push the button, right? So that's like the biggest thing, guys, that we have to identify as well, right? It's not just your confirmations when you're looking for a setup, but it's your confirmations when you're actually trying to get that entry, right? So just a few confirmations that I like to do. Obviously, it's going to be playing based off of candlestick patterns as a whole, right? But when the market does come down here, guys, right, I love to see, you know, a couple different patterns, right? One of the first things that I like to see is something like this. When we actually get into this area, right, we're coming down here off of low volume, but as we're down here, we're starting to see the market shift, right? We're starting to see like this momentum start to shift. Then we see that break of structure. All right, and all this is gonna happen smaller time frame. Right? I'm talking about when I'm looking for my entries, guys. Like I go 2 minute, I go 1 minute time frame, right? Because I'm really trying to identify exactly what's happening, right? So if I'm on the smaller time frames, I want to see the market go ahead and give us this nice shift in structure, right? And then on the pull back down, then we look like for either an engulfing candlestick, then we look for either what is that, dark cloud cover, right? Something like that. Bro, yo, these candlestick names are so crazy, right? But we look for some pin bars, some hammers, right? Some dark cloud covers, some engulfings, you know, things like that, right? Like, what are the confirmations from a candlestick perspective that you guys look for? In fact, guys, I want you guys to answer this in the chat, right? What are your favorite candlestick patterns, right? When you're looking for an entry, what are your go-to candlestick patterns that you like to use for, that you like to look for, right? I really like those engulfings, right? You know, taking engulfing entries are probably my favorite ones, right? I love just look for those nice strong confirmations with an engulfing pattern, right? But then we can even go a little bit deeper. Okay, so once you do got your candlestick pattern that you like to lose or that you like to utilize, when exactly are you going to be taking the entry? Right? Because you could take the entry, guys, once price enters in your zone. You could take the entry once we actually break the previous candle high. Or you can take the entry once we close above previous candle high. Abel, what do you mean by that, bro? Well, let's go ahead and talk about this real quick, right? Like I said, we're getting into some sauce right here when it comes to entries, right? So if I was looking at this, right, and I wanted to see this market come all the way down to here, okay? And I'm hypothetically speaking saying, man, okay, I would like to look for an entry somewhere in this range. All right, let me go ahead and, you guys should be able to see this, right? So if we're looking for the market to come in this area, in this structure point, capture all this liquidity below these levels of structure right here, all right? What am I looking for? Well, again, there's three ways that you can do it. You can either take the entry, guys, once it gets into your kill zone, like you enter as soon as it enters here. Entry number one, as soon as it enters. Okay, as soon as it enters. That's one way to enter. Another way to enter is once we get an actual break above, right, the candlestick, right, which will give not necessarily the engulfing just yet. It is engulfing currently, but this is just a break above the candlestick. Right, once we break above it, that is another potential play. Now, the only downfall with that is that that's taking the trade without actually letting it close. That's just taking it on the immediate break of the highs. I like to wait for at least a closure if I'm playing candlesticks, right? So the next type of entry is if you actually wait for the candlestick to close. All right, so one is on the break of the high and one is on the close of the high. Those are two different things, the break and the close. Okay, and then the third one is obviously if we just wait for price to enter the zone, we just take it immediately. Now, what's the difference between each? Right, well, if we were to just take the trade, guys, as soon as it entered in the range, I mean, that's going to give us probably the best risk to reward possible out of the three, but it's also going to be the riskiest. All right, it's going to be the riskiest because we really don't know if price is going to slow down when we come in here. Right, we have no idea. Right, we have our expectations, we have our probabilities on our side, but you really don't know. Right, so yeah, taking the trade as soon as it enters in the area, it's a little bit higher risk, but it is also giving you the better risk reward. Now, if you're actually waiting for price to actually break the highs, all right, this itself could also, it's obviously not going to be the best risk reward, but it's still going to be a decent risk reward. The only downfall with this one is that what if the market decides to actually close back below it? Right, we just breaking the high is usually not enough. What if it just comes back below it? All right, so it's still a little bit risky as well. Now, if we actually close above it, see, now you're not getting the best risk reward, but you are going to have a lot more confidence in that move. A lot more confidence in that move and that reaction itself. Okay, so you got to figure out which one works best for you. For me personally, I like being patient. I really don't care about trying to get those sniper entries like everybody tries to get. All right, because every time I try to focus on getting snipers, man, I end up taking a lot more unnecessary losses than I need to. All right, so I don't give a damn about no damn sniper entry. I give a damn about getting an actual good entry, a probable entry, right? A low risk, high reward type of entry. That's what I like to look for, right? Now, the crazy thing is, since I'm doing all of this on the 1 minute, 2 minute time frame, even me taking this more confident type of entry, it's still gonna look crazy on the higher time frames, right? So even if I was take a 2 minute entry off of the engulfing, which again isn't giving the best risk to reward as opposed to taking it down here at these lows, it's still gonna look like a sniper entry when you go up to higher time frame. All right, so that's the beautiful thing about really analyzing smaller time frames as well. All right, but this is what I'm looking at for AuDCAD. Doesn't look bad. We'll be able to keep this one on our radar and see how this one plays out. Let me go take a look at the indices, because I know that one was also called next. And let's see, man, US 30s already starting to push. What is good with this US 30? Are they all pushing? Yeah, all the indices are opening up early today. Okay. Yeah, we'll go over that in a second as well. Let's see. Salute Abel in the chat. Appreciate you, Free Zone. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's see. I'm in the sell for you, but it's at breaking. I love it. Let's go. I need that 104 to pass phase 1. Let's get it, Devin. I'm looking at NAS sales above the high, above 11,700. 11,700. So you want to just see a run of this high right here. Okay. Okay, I see you. We are getting into a freaking interesting area though for these indices, man. Coming all the way back up into these highs. Very interesting. Let me see. I don't know. I don't know. 'Cause I'm not gonna lie. I'm leaning towards a lot of bullishness here to come in for indices per se. All right, and I'm really just thinking about not just overall structure, right? Because obviously we have been inside this range, right, for some time now here. Literally since October, November of last year, we've been stuck inside of this little channel, this little downward channel. But I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised. And again, I'm very comfortable being wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, right? So be it. But I wouldn't be surprised if this thing actually ends up wanting to run a little bit higher. Again, this is just me being a little bit of a fortune teller, right? But I don't know. And I'm only really just taking into account of all the fundamentals that came out recently. You know, obviously we did have CPI come out a lot lower. All right, we had a lot more positive data for the economy as a whole recently, over the past week or two, and just all this positive data for the economy is probably, in my opinion, going to bring a lot of optimism over here into the indices. All right, because obviously when we see continuous drops in inflation, that's a positive thing. All right, people are going to be feeling more comfortable, more confident in the equity markets as a whole. All right, so yeah, I don't know. I'm a little tied with these indices. For me personally, I think that I wouldn't be surprised if we actually just continue bullish. Like I wouldn't be surprised at all. Like even though we had this nice little drop right here, it wasn't even sustained. Like we completely erased that entire move. So I don't know. I just think I wouldn't be surprised if we continue, right? At the very least, even if we don't go all the way out, we're probably at the very least gonna back and retest up here. In my opinion. All right, everything is opinion based, so please don't. If you have your own analysis, your own bias on it, by all means, do not let me, steer you away from your analysis, right? Especially if you're confident in it. If you're confident in your analysis, by all means, stick with that analysis, right? Don't let nobody take you away from your analysis. It don't matter who it is. But for me, I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if we just continue at least up into this 11,900 range. I don't know. That's just me. That's just me, though. Let's see. First time here, just subbing. Like you appreciate your time. Let's go, CeeLo. I appreciate you. Thank you for subbing. Let's see. Do you think the volume profile is good to use for those areas? Yeah, I mean, it really is, right? So if we do bring back the areas that we were keeping our eye on, let's see what gold has done. Right, so gold really hasn't done too much. Right, but if we actually do bring out our volume profile tool, do I even have it up here? Let me actually go ahead and bring up a volume profile. Man, we are at interesting levels. I'm not even gonna lie. You know what's crazy though? Now that we do bring out the volume profile, like, I wouldn't be surprised if we actually do come a little bit lower. Like, I'm really interested in this now. Let me go ahead and just adjust a couple alerts and things like that, family, right? Let me go ahead and bring up a different volume profile too as well, right? Let's bring up this bad boy. Let's bring up this bad boy. Yeah, I don't know. I'm really liking this one now, family. Alright, I'm really liking below these lows even more. Not even gonna lie. Alright, I don't know. Yeah, that looks juicy. Alright, that looks juicy. I think that is honestly more of an attractive entry as well. Probably, yeah, I like this. yeah, that's my final position I'm gonna be looking at for gold, right? You know, I do like the opportunity of us coming all the way back down to these lows one last time, before we actually go ahead and make that move higher, right? So that's actually pretty freaking interesting. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep my alert here. I'm just gonna move it a little bit lower, all right, so that we can get updated once price does start making its way down here, right? Because again, even though I just moved it, there is still a chance for the market just holding that level and continue. So we're gonna be keeping our eyes on this level right here, see how price reacts. I might still take a jab at the markets. All right, I'm probably still gonna take a jab at the markets, guys, at this level right here. All right, super low risk. Literally gonna be risking maybe 0.5% on this, 0.5%, around 1924. And if that doesn't work out, then I'll just go ahead and take a chance around this 1922. So that's what I'm looking at for gold. It looks very, very interesting for sure, right? I think the other one we're looking at was even AUD-CAD. Let's take a look at how it looks at with AUD-CAD. All right, so look at the actual tool here for AUD-CAD, right? Which is exactly where we want price to get to. All right, this is actually just a little bit lower, but I mean, similar concept right now. For those of you guys that don't know what this tool is, family, right? This tool pretty much just measures the amount of volume in a specific range, right? Within a specific amount of candles. Okay, so if you really look at this tool, where that red line is right here, that is called your point of control, right? That is where the most volume has entered the market or was at in the market, right? And since we understand that market is pretty much going to go towards where there's volume, or aka liquidity, there's a good chance that we make our way back down here, and then we're able to go ahead and look for some type of a continuation off of this level, right? So even the volume profile tool is also aligning very, very nicely with this specific idea here for AUD-CAD. So I think it looks very, very good. All right, so another one was EURUSD, right? So let's take a look at EURUSD as well. Same thing, use our actual volume profile now just to see if we can align it with our entries. And yeah, I mean, look at this. Also another similar one, guys, that pretty much aligns with where I originally wanted to see price get to, right? So if we are able to see price come up to this 1.089 level, again, I think there's a good chance that we could see this market, guys, go ahead and give us an opportunity to go down to the downside. So I mean, even when we bring up the volume tool, right? And again, this tool is so powerful, guys, because when we're talking about smart money concepts, right, or trading with the banks, I mean, this is literally telling us where majority of the orders are placed, right? Like there's no better tool than this, especially when you're trying to identify where smart money is located. Like, clearly there's somewhere in here, right? Clearly there's somewhere in here, okay? Then you just got to rely on your structure, right? Your ability to read market structure to identify if we're going to look for bearishness or upside, right? For me, I definitely think we're going to be looking for some continuation to the downside. So this looks very juicy, family. Now, again, how many of you guys actually used volume profile, right? Or if this is your first time, let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat, family. Let's see. I have a checklist of 5 confirmations. Let's go, Devin. Yeah, I think I have 4 or 5 main confirmations that I use, but then there's a whole bunch of little additional ones you could throw in if you really want to. I see Morning Star, Evening Star, Railroad, Court of Wood. I never heard of Court of Wood. That's crazy. I see I've been bullish on it the past week. Yeah, it's just tough, man. Devin, it's tough for me to try to sell. I mean, if we were going to see anything, though, and I will say this right now, right? If we were looking at anything, right, for here on NAS, if we were, then this high might be the best area to look for some type of a reaction. I mean, I get it. You know, there's also a chance for us to spike above it and then give us, right? But I don't know. It's just too risky, in my opinion. Trying to, it's a tough one, right? I don't know, because I could see it both happening, but it's just hard for me to go against overall momentum. If I was looking for any type of idea, any type of play, it probably would actually look for more so of a buy opportunity down lower. And again, I'm not saying this to try to scare anybody or make anybody think differently, but for me, I just don't like to sell. That's not saying it's not going to happen. I just personally wouldn't want to take it, right? I would probably want to look for the buy itself down maybe around this 11,500 level. That's probably what I would more so like to align myself with, the actual buy opportunity, just to continue, you know, in the overall flow that we have been for this entire year pretty much. So I don't know, that's me, right? I'm a little bit of a, conservative trader, more say. All right, so that's interesting for sure. All right, let's see what else we got here. First time here. Thanks, Abel. What's going on, Austin? I appreciate you, the Austin 5. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Which volume profile is that? So the one that I was just currently using is literally called SVP. SVP HD. So it's this one right here. Session Volume Profile HD. Session Volume Profile HD. That's the one, this one right here that I was just using. Let's see. I like John Phibbs, London and New York Open. Shout out to that boy John Phibb. Can you tell us about it? I use it. Great tool. I don't use it, but I want to start using it. I've used it, but still new to it. How do I get it, please? Never knew about it. Yeah, I mean, this is a tool, guys, that honestly is that everybody. I'm not gonna say everybody should know about it, because obviously a lot of people don't. But it's a very interesting tool, right? Especially if you're trying to figure out your entries, right? Like understanding your overall structures and your key levels and all that stuff is important. But I feel like the entries is the one thing that really hurts most traders, right? Is knowing exactly when and where to jump in. All right, let me go take a look at gold because gold is dropping. Let's see. So we finally came into gold now, guys. Now let's see what we got here, right? So 8:30 candle, New York session just opened up. Yeah, I don't know if I like this overall short from right here. I'm not even gonna, I mean this bull buy from right here. New York session just opened up. Let's go ahead and check volume behind this move. I mean, we did get a little bit of a rise in volume, nothing too crazy. Let me see. There's really not even that much volume behind that move. There's not really that much volume behind this bearish move. Yeah, there's not really that much bearish volume behind this move. But I'm going to take a jab at it. All right, I'm about to risk maybe 0.5%. I want to risk 0.5%. Listen to me closely. 0.5%. All right. I mean, let me show you how to even like mark this thing up. Not mark it up, guys, but if you guys were interested in looking for like a trade and how to actually figure out exactly how much you should be risking, well, you want to start using position size calculator tools. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and just show you guys how to do this. All right, now full transparency. All right, let's see how this plays out. All right, but let me show you guys how to use this tool real quick, guys, because I think this is super valuable. All right, so what you guys need to start using, family, before you take any trade, just to make sure that you're not over leveraging, you're following your rules, you're following your disciplines, all right, is using a position size calculator tool. Okay, so I want you guys to make sure to go to the profitsociety.co. There is a free tool, right? This is a free tool for anybody. Okay, free tool, steps-by-step instructions. So let's go take a look at this real quick, guys. Again, this gold is just making its move. Again, I really think it's going to come a little bit lower, but since I already had initially marked this off, you know, I take a little jab at it, right? But this thing is absolutely dropping. All right, but let me go ahead and show you guys how to use this, family. So let's go ahead and say we're looking at gold. All right, XAUUSD, bring up gold, USD currency, open price. All right, so hypothetically speaking, let's say our open price was 1925.28. 1925.28. Okay, the most important aspect is our stop loss, which is going to be at 1923.05. 1923.05. Okay, we're going to be risking around 2%. Account balance is whatever your balance is. Let's just say we have 10,000 in there. Honestly, that really doesn't matter too much. Now hit calculate. All right, calculate. Let's see, what am I doing wrong? Lot size. Calculate. All right, there we go. Damn, I don't even know if I could take this type of trade. We're risking 200 bucks. 100,000 contracts equals one lot size. So why is this looking a little weird? Why is this looking a little weird, family? I think this is the. I think contract sizes for gold is $1,000, 1,000 contracts for per lot size. I believe that is, because this should really be the actual lot size right here, right? So we should throw a 0.8. Now that's a little bit of a learning lesson, family, right? If you are going to trade a commodity, then this contract size has to be at 1,000, right? If you're trading regular currencies, then it has to be at 100,000. Just remember that if you guys are going to use this tool. But this is our lot size. That's the most that we can throw, okay? It's the most that we can place while only still risking 2%, okay? Let's see. Well, I'm lowering my risk a lot. It is money. Yeah, my risks are 100% lowered. Let's see. What about Magic Keys from Raja Banks? Shout out to Raja Banks. But I don't use Magic Keys personally, but it works as well, right? If you do have access to the Magic Keys, it does have like its own position size calculator embedded in it that you can always use that as well, right? But yeah, I personally don't have Magic Keys, but I know it's definitely a dope tool. Definitely a dope tool for sure if you have it. All right, but that's how that works. All right, so this first attempt did not work out at all. Let's go ahead and see now how the market reacts around these lower levels, guys. All right, because this is really where now I'm really starting to feel a lot more confident at. All right, let's go ahead and see how we react off of here. You know, I would really love to see this thing go ahead and react bullishly off of these levels down here at these lows. So I'm going to be keeping my eyes on this 1922 level. And if we're able to hold this 1922, then I definitely am going to be going bullish. All right, I'm definitely going to be taking that last remainder of my position and throwing it on this. Let's see, I got to throw the leverage on there, bro, right? The leverage is the only thing that's missing, but the leverage is not going to dictate or is not going to change anything at all. All right, like there's a few things here, guys, that you really don't even need at all, all right? Like even your account balance, like to be honest with you, like the account balance shouldn't even really matter. Yeah, it does. I'm tripping. Yeah, it does. I'm tripping. Not the account balance, but like the open price really doesn't matter too much. Leverage is not really going to matter too much. Everything else does. Stop loss is important. Account balance is important. Risk percentage is important. Contract size is important. So you really don't even need an open price, to be honest with you. All right, technically you do. All right, because you got to know how much your stop loss is. All right, that stop loss price is right here from your... Yeah, I mean, you need everything here. You need everything that you see right there. I'm tripping. All right, so let's see what we got here, guys. Now, again, we are on a lot of volume right here. Remember what I said, right? Now that we're in this area, measure the volume behind this push, right? I have no interest trying to jump into some shorts or some buys, right, on this type of high volume. Let's go lower time frame. Let's start actually looking at this different type of positions. I see. Matter of fact, do I want to take this list? Do I want to take this risk? I think I might. I don't know. Let me see. Let me see. We're going to be patient. We're going to see how this 5-minute candle closes, right? Let's see how these candles close, guys, right? Because we're at that area where I'm very interested in. Extremely interested in. But now I want to see how these candles close. All right. Again, I'm not in this one. Full transparency, I did take a little bit of a loss on the one that was up here. Like I told you, I was going to take it. I did take it, so I lost around 0.5%. Now we're going to be patient and see how price plays up here, right? I'm not jumping in anything at all. Now I need to wait for confirmations. All right, if we don't get the confirmation, then this thing is just not going to work out the way we want. But we're going to wait. We're going to wait. We're not going to pull anything right now. Let's just be patient. This thing is going insane, right? Let's see if we're able to get an entry here. How would it look? Okay. Okay. Yeah, this thing just does. This thing is super powerful. Let's go back to higher time frame real quick one time. This thing is super powerful. Remember, well, I'm not in nothing at all, right? I need to see how we react around these lows now. Let's see, USD CAD longs. Okay. Shout out to our boy Jude. Let's see what we got here. USD CAD. The USD CAD longs is what I was looking at. I believe Kyle was talking about this as well. USD CAD longs, interesting. This thing is definitely moving nicely. Yeah, I could see this going bullish. I could see this going bullish for sure, USD CAD, which is not going to help out my gold. All right, because if this is going bullish, then gold probably is going to be continuing its bearishness to the downside. All right, so we're going to be patient on gold. Let me just take a look at where we're at. Yeah, see, we're going to have to be very patient with this one, guys. This thing is just super, super aggressive. It looks like what gold might want to do, right? Because we did have a nice strong push up. You know, we had this whole area of distribution now. Now that we're looking at it, this might actually just want to go ahead and just roll over to the downside. It's probably back down to this area of demand down here. Just by looking at it. Again, I'm just looking at what price is currently doing. Now it looks like, especially this type of reaction, like look at how much volume we have behind this push. All right, that's the highest level of selling pressure that we've seen in a while. All right, so it's kind of tough to try to buy against that. But just to play devil's advocate, if we were gonna go bullish, if we were gonna react off of somewhere, this again, just playing devil's advocate here, right? If we were to try to go bullish or anything, this would probably be the interesting area. But this is a lot of volume behind this move, right? So I don't know. Let's go back to UCAD, right? Because UCAD was looking interesting. So with UCAD, if we're able to see, right? Let me see. Yeah, because this thing does look interesting, Jude. This thing does look interesting, Jude. All right, this thing looks interesting, Jude. Let me see what you're looking at. Oh man, yeah, this thing looks super interesting. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I like this. I like this UCAD. I do like this UCAD. Alright, even if you took the trade right here, if you're targeting back up to these highs, that's still a 4.5 to 1 risk to reward, right? Which is absolutely stunning. Alright, that is stunning. That is very, very stunning. Alright, so that's actually an interesting one, guys, that I'm probably going to be looking at and taking advantage of, right? Even if there is still a chance for us to push back down a little bit, to retest back up, but I don't know. I like it. I like it as well. But the only thing that's going to do is that's definitely not going to fare well for what I wanted to see with gold. Alright, it's not going to fare well with what because if USD CAD does start to go bullish, then gold is probably going to end up continued rolling over to the downside. Alright, I mean, we are seeing a reaction right here off of gold. This thing is immediately up around 20 pips or so, but interesting. Very freaking interesting, family. Now, if gold just decides to fly, though, I'm truly gonna be upset. I'm just putting this out there right now. If gold decides to fly, you best believe your boy gonna be upset. I'm gonna be highly upset. Let's see. I pushed the button on gold, the generate button. Yo, that really needs to be a crew. The degenerates. I can't even say the word. Degenerates. Degenerate traders. Right? Degenerate traders. What does the word degenerate even mean, family? Like, what is the actual definition of degenerate? Does anybody know? Huh? Let's see. Let's bring up Chat GTP. Squeak squeak, very popular. Come on, Chat GT Pizzle. You need to let me in. I got some questions to ask you, buddy. Oh, tell me Chat GTP is playing games. Come on. Come on. There we go. Come on, baby. Yo, y'all don't look at my info. Y'all don't look at my info. I need y'all to close your eyes, man. Close your eyes. I hope y'all is closing y'all. Nah, that's not even the password. Family, close your eyes, man. Y'all over here trying to look at my stuff. Potential shorts on UJ. Yeah, we'll take a look at UJ in a second. I got you. I got you for sure. All right, Chat GTP. Define degenerate. Let's see what a degenerate is for all our degenerate traders out there. Let's see, already up a 1-to-1 risk reward. Let's go. I'm in on UC. Yeah, Kyle talked about it last night. I'm telling y'all. All right, let's see. Degenerate has several different meanings in different fields, but generally refers to something that has declined or become worse in quality or condition. Really? I don't know if we want to be degenerate traders. Define what a degenerate trader is. I don't think he... Oh, they do know what it is. Man, Chat GTP for the win, man. Chat GTP for the win, man. A degenerate trader refers to a person who engages in risky or unethical trading practices. This could include insider trading, manipulation of the market, or other illegal activities. It could also refer to a person who takes excessive risks in their trading, often leading to large losses. Man, in general, a degenerate trader is someone who operates outside of accepted standards of ethical behavior and disregards regulations and laws in the pursuit of personal gain. It could also be used as a slang or a pejorative. I never even heard of that word. Pejorative term to describe a trader who is losing money consistently. I don't know if we want to be degenerate traders, Alex. I'm not even gonna lie, bro, because this definition, the only thing that might be on our side is the fact that we sometimes take risky trades. Other than that, this definition sounds crazy. That definition sounds crazy. I never heard of the word pejorative. Define pejorative. An adjective that describes words or phrases that are used to express disapproval or negative attitudes. Oh, okay. Appreciate you, Chat GTP. All right, let's go back to the markets now. Let me see what gold. Yo, if gold leaves, I'm gonna be truly upset if gold leaves. I'm not gonna lie, cause I'm still at this point thinking we're probably gonna drop. How's UCAD doing? UCAD is pushing. UCAD is bussing. Again, I am bullish on UCAD, especially after reanalyzing it. I do think there's a good chance that we do see this thing continue. Let me see what the dollar is doing overall. All right, the dollar overall is also gaining a lot of strength, which is why gold is dropping. Amazing. What do we think can happen for the dollar itself, family? All right, because now we're coming into this range itself, right? You think we're actually going to go ahead and continue to stay inside of this range, or you think we're going to bounce out of the range, capture some liquidity before we see a next move? Like, what are your guys' thoughts and opinions on the dollar itself? What do you guys think last night? Let's see. Inordinately. I can't even say that word. I don't know what's good with me this morning. Inordinate. Is that even a word, BTC mommy? Inordinately. I don't know. That might be a typo. I'm just gonna. All right. If Kyle's trade hits full take profit, I'm going to make my $1,000 subscription. Yeah, big shout out to Easy Pit, man. That man took the leap of faith, invested in the yearly membership for the Profit Society. Now watch how much access and watch how much value he truly gets, right? So big shout out to you, my brother. I appreciate you. Thank you for believing in the Profit Society as a whole. And I can almost guarantee by the end of this year, you're going to be 1,000 times better than what you're currently at. And you already are pretty good at trading, right? And that's the biggest thing about it. You already have a very, very solid understanding of how this works. But watch when you combine the Profit Society as a whole and the stuff that we're going to teach, because we gave away a lot of value, family, on our sessions here on YouTube. But that's, even though it's a lot of great information, that's just the tip of the iceberg. Like, our education goes way beyond what most people might think, right? Again, as a whole, our educators, guys, we have a combined 20-30 years of knowledge, right? Kyle's been trading it for 5-6 years. Ray's been trading for 5-6 years. I've been trading for 8 years. Kaz's been trading for 8 years. All right, so we have a lot of years under our belt, right? So we done learned a lot of different things that we're eventually going to be teaching the whole community for sure, right? So big shout out to you. I appreciate you, bro. Big shout out to you. Let's see. Just saying, don't slack on Profit Society. 100% agree with you. Right, let's see. 10 out of 10 definition. Right, let's see. Right, so yeah, again, I don't know, guys. I think the dollar itself is very interesting. Are we finally gonna actually see some type of a move to the upside, right? Because I mean, we've been predicting a reversal here, or at least, you know, some type of a move higher on the dollar, guys, for some time. All right, I mean, easily for the past month or two, we've been really just saying, like, when is this dollar gonna finally break out? Do you think this is the start? Right? Do you think if we break like this could be the start of it? It could be. hey, it could be, family. I'm not even gonna lie. All right, so that's gonna be interesting to see how that plays out. Just off the fact that we are seeing a lot of dollar strength. You know, just to go back and look at UJ for the person that asked, we're probably gonna continue to see UJ probably go ahead and continue. I mean, again, UJ's only gonna do what the dollar's doing itself. So if the dollar's gaining strength, then obviously UJ could possibly continue as well. Now, I see what you're looking at. I forgot who was actually calling UJ, but I see what you're also looking at as well, right? We do have this area of structure that's very interesting, right? But we also have this pool of liquidity piled up right here. All right, so what I would be waiting for more than anything is to see how this liquidity pocket holds. All right, you know, if we are able to spike above this liquidity pocket and see how it plays out, you know, we could look for maybe a reaction to go back lower. Again, it's really going to depend on what the dollar's doing. But what can also happen is we come to this pocket, we see a little bit of a reaction, but then we still go ahead and we lean towards that bullishness. Very possible, right? You know, so this is very interesting play for UJ. But I think we're probably, and again, I keep on saying this just because, full disclaimer, I could be 1,000% wrong. All right, I'm not a fortune teller, I'm not a psychic, right? I just use my own understanding of the markets based off structure, fundamentals, sentiment, and I come up with these ideas, and then I just share it to you guys what I think is going to happen. All right, but I wouldn't be surprised if we do eventually push up into this level. All right, I would not be surprised about it whatsoever. All right, especially looking how the dollar's looking, I will not be surprised at all. Let's see what else we got here. GU is dropping. Interesting. Let's go. Again, for GU, I really want to see GU come down into this 1.223 level. That's really where I'm going to sit for GU. How's UCAD doing? UCAD is pushing. All right, UCAD is pushing, guys. Again, I said it before. I say it again. I am bullish on UCAD. Right, it does look good. I think we could definitely come and start to, take out a bunch of these, little areas of redistribution, reaccumulation, whatever you want to call it. I do think we're going to probably continue going into these areas. All right, so shout out to you guys that actually did point out UCAD, right? I know it was Jude, and I believe somebody else also said it as well. Let me go ahead and see. I like to give credit where credit's due, family. All right, I like to give credit where credit is due, right? So let me see. I forgot. I know it was my guy Jude, UCAD longs, yep, and Throwed Vision, right? Shout out to Throwed Vision as well. All right, he also said that UCAD was going up to 1.3468. So you got it coming all the way back up to this area of structure. Interesting, right? Area of supply. Not bad. All right, I do agree with y'all, right? At the very least, we're probably going to come up to this area of supply. I wouldn't be surprised if we actually go ahead and run the highs, like I said. But yeah, I think it's a very interesting setup here, guys, and this UCAD is absolutely going insane. Wow. Yeah, I mean, this is a quick 15, 20 pips to the face. 25 pips to the face, just like that. Let's see. Will you be at the summit? I have my ticket already. Hopefully you're there. Yeah, the FX summit is going to be. Now, as a matter of fact, I got to go ahead and do some promo, right? I got to go ahead and do some promo for the FX summit. Right, because the FX summit, guys, is now official. Okay, we are officially underway. Okay, we are officially underway. Okay, and FX summit is actually one of the biggest forex trading events outside of MLMs out there. All right, you know, this thing is actually going to be pretty impressive. I wasn't able to go last year just because I had prior engagements, but I was supposed to be there last year. I was even supposed to speak last year, right, on stage, guys. But again, family, you know, all of the Profit Society will be at this event, right? The entire Profit Society will be at this event, right? So if you guys have been learning from us, if you guys have been getting any type of value from us, and you guys want to meet us for whatever it is, you know, we're going to be there, right? We're actually planning on getting a massive Airbnb for all of us. Well, not for all of us, right? But we're going to get a pretty good size Airbnb for anybody that's in the community that wants to come by, you know, whether it's after the event, before the event, you know, we're just going to be vibing out. And yeah, we want to be able to meet a lot of y'all that are actually a part of the familia. Okay, so please, if you guys are serious about your education, I'm telling y'all, family, this event is going to be absolutely next level. All right, general admission tickets are going for $175, elite $375, VIP access for $1250. Right now, pretty much anybody that's popular on social media as a forex trader is going to be there, right? So all the top dogs are going to be in attendance. I'm pretty sure there are a lot of people that you guys been watching on YouTube as well, right, are going to be there. All right, it's going to be a big deal, family. So if you guys are serious about it, you know, definitely go ahead and grab your ticket ASAP before prices go back up. Again, me and the team will be there for damn sure. It's going to be June, all right, June 9th. June 9th. Okay, June 9th. So we have about 4 or 5 months to go. So start planning it now. All right, I need all of Profit Society to be there, the whole gang, the whole family, the whole community, you know, because we need to go there strong together as a unit. Right, and then like I said, even after the event, we're gonna have meetups in our Airbnb and things like that, right? So just something I wanted to go ahead and promote a little bit on, right? Because I know I'm gonna be there. I know Skag's gonna be there. Ray's gonna be there. Kyle the GOAT is gonna be there. So it's gonna be dope, family. Right, it's gonna be extremely fire. So that's just a little bit of promo for that. Shout out to you guys. All right, so let's see what else we got here. Let's go back and take a look. USD CAD, guys, is still doing really good. Like I said, I am bullish on that thing. I did not re-enter back into gold just yet. I did not enter back into gold, just full transparency. I did take a little 0.5% loss up here. Actually, it was right here, like I told you guys I was gonna take. I didn't say I was gonna take the loss, but I said I was gonna take the trade, so I did take the trade. And that was probably one of the quickest losses I've taken in forever. Right, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. That thing was so quick, it's not even funny. But it's cool, right? Now, now I got to see what this market's about to do. Huh? Yeah, oh yeah. Huh? Venti. I need that venti caramel ribbon crunch. Yeah, so gold, I don't know. I'm a little torn with gold. All right, I might stay on the sidelines and I might just rock with USD CAD now because this thing is insane. Let's see how that plays out. All right, let's see what else we got here. Abel, I'm Wally. Yeah, I know Pip. I knew it was you, Wally. For sure. I just like calling you Easy Pip Sniper. It sounds cooler. I'm not saying that sounded crazy. I'm not saying it sounds cooler than your actual name, but Easy Pip Sniper just flows. Like, I like that. Inordinately. Yeah, I'm not even gonna keep on trying, BTC. I'm not even gonna keep it there. Let's see. Dixie looking to go right bullish. Just have to wait for higher time frames to flip bullish. Yeah, I mean, we've been calling it, right? I mean, we've been talking about this for a while, right? Like, again, we've been talking about bullishness to come into play ever since we took these lows right here. All right, like ever since we took these lows, all right, like we broke this structure right here of support, grabbed all this sell side liquidity. Like at that point, I'm like, oh man, yeah, we're about to go bullish again. Like, man, watch this thing just start flying. but the market itself had a different mindset with it, right? This thing just continued to go lower and lower and lower and lower, right? So we've been waiting for this thing to finally flip. It's just like you said, right? We need the higher time frames to finally make that conviction first, right? So that's, yeah, it's a little tough, man. You just gotta be a little bit patient, and just see what the market gives you at the end of the day. All right, so let's see what we got here. Indices, indices. So again, if the dollar is going to remain bullish, all right, if the dollar is going to remain bullish, then we should see this thing possibly, like, again, this is me just being if, all right, saying if the dollar is going to go bullish and stay bullish, then this is probably the best opportunity to look at some sells here on indices. I'm not even gonna lie. All right, I'm not even gonna lie. And again, this is if the dollar is going bullish. Right now, we did just have 4-hour closure, 1-hour closure, right? We did get the 9 o'clock candle that just opened up. But if we are gonna go bearish on these indices, like, I know I said something a little different maybe earlier, but if the dollar is gonna go bullish, then this thing is probably gonna drop. Not even gonna lie to y'all. Like, I don't like lying to my family, man. I do not like lying to my family. So I don't know. Let me see. Like, this might be the play. This might be the play. This might be the play. Hold on. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, man, you guys made my farina get cold. I don't know. Let's see, how's USD CAD doing? USD CAD is still pushing, man. USD/JPY, this thing looks like it's probably, in my opinion, I mean, we did just spike up a little bit above this level, but I don't know. I'm still bullish on USD/JPY as well. Let's see. I lost something last night. I took Kyle trade because I felt it was going. Let's see. Might end up finally breaking out and continuing to the upside. That's my opinion. Hopefully, man. I think dollar will go up before continue to drop. Dixie looking right to go bullish. Yeah, I see a lot of y'all is on the side of dollar bulls, huh? All right, family. Let's ask a question. How many of you guys believe the dollar is going to be bullish this week? All right, drop a 3 in the chat if you think the dollar is going to be bullish. Drop a 5 in the chat if you think the dollar is going to be bearish this week. All right, let's see who's been paying attention. Right, dollar bulls 3. Drop a number 3. Dollar bears. Drop a number 4. All right, drop a number 4. All right, dollar bulls drop a number 3. Dollar bears drop that number 4. Let's see. Let's see what else we got here. I'm waiting for payday and I'm signing up Profit Society. It is. Let's go, Elena. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, that's what we need. Elena, where are you located? Because I think you had said you're not in the U.S., right? So where are you located? All right, because you might be our go-to person wherever you're located, right? You know, because we want to have Profit Society everywhere. You know, we want to have communities everywhere, right? Because we want to travel to everywhere you guys is at. You know, we're going to be doing a lot of traveling this year, right? Now that we officially launched, guess what? Our largest communities are going to get us in person, right? You know, we're going to be planning a lot of different trips as a company so that we are in your guys' faces, right? Like, we want to be extremely accessible to y'all for sure. Let's see, if you have not signed up for Profit Society annual subscription, I highly recommend you do that. I have done Abel's Bootcamp Workshop, truly a great investment. Yeah, shout out to Tammy, right? Another one of those yearly subscription members, right? Absolutely appreciate you, Tammy. Thank you so much. You know, you got my word, you got the rest of the team's word that we will do whatever we possibly can to make sure that you not only make that investment back pretty soon, but actually see some consistent results for sure, right? So big shout out to you. I appreciate you. What's your take on UJ? So I don't know. I'm just bullish on UJ, right? I just think this thing is probably going to continue to go all the way up to this liquidity pocket that we have up here. So I would just continue looking for some bulls on UJ, in my opinion. In my opinion. All right, let's see what we got here. I'm not gonna lie, guys, right? GJ's also looking interesting. Now we did get a very strong reaction on GJ earlier, but I don't know, man. I think we could go higher. I think we can go higher. I said, I think we can go higher. Yeah, your boy is real flyer. Y'all don't want me to start rapping, do y'all? Cause I'll do it. I'll do it. Don't tell me that. I don't do it. Yeah. All right, let's see what else we got here. The education you get from Profit Society is unmatched. I agree. I agree. Like, I think, and again, obviously I'm a little biased, but I don't think there's another community of traders out there that does what we do per se. Obviously, a lot of communities provide education. Actually, matter of fact, a lot of communities don't even really provide education. They just more so want to give out signals. But we like giving out education, but not just that. Like, we give out education no matter what, right? Whether we all agree to a setup or whether we all disagree on somebody else's setup, right? I think the biggest thing that brings us together as a core is the fact that we don't have too much of an ego to take constructive criticism, right, amongst each other, right? Because iron sharpens iron. You know, we all are very profitable, right? We all been doing this for years. So, you know, we also don't have no issue hearing the opinions of somebody else that we know is profitable, because it might just help us, you know, get a little bit better, right? So yeah, I think our dynamic core for the Profit Society is just unlike anybody else's. Like, we actually have debates. Like, it's like a debate. It's like a debate show, right? Like a trading debate show more than anything. Like, oh, word, you think it's gonna go bullish? Why? Explain yourself. like bring logic into it, right? And then we just, you know, we bounce our thoughts and opinions back and forth, right? I think that is extremely valuable. Extremely valuable and completely underrated, right? Completely underrated. All right, let's see what we're doing. UJ is just pushing. USD CAD, guys, is on fire. Oh my goodness, right? How many of you guys, anybody else jump into USD CAD? Because USD CAD is just going. What's gold like? Right, I'm pretty sure gold is going to continue to drop at this point. Yeah, gold should continue to drop. Gold should continue to drop now, especially since, again, we are seeing a lot of dollar strength. Gold should continue to drop. All right, EU didn't actually reach into our area. That's unfortunate. You're a bad EU. Bad girl. EU, you're bad girl. Why don't you get back into our zone? So this is unfortunate. We kind of like maybe missed it, unless we're able to see some type of a more aggressive pullback, probably at New York Open. You never know. GU. Yeah, GU is GUing. Right, GU is GUing. GU is GUing. I don't know. I really wanted to see GU spike a little bit higher, but the way that this thing is looking, guys, especially on this higher time frame, this thing looks primed to actually go ahead and continue at least back down into this level, 1.216. Like, this whole play up here, right? I'm getting one of my favorite candlestick patterns. Like, this is my favorite candlestick pattern right here, right? Not just the engulfing, but an engulfing that comes after we sweep the highs of the previous day's candle. Like, I love this, right? We run the high of previous day candles only for us to engulf lower. Oh man, more times than not, we're gonna see a follow through for sure to the downside. All right, so I think that there's a good chance now at this point that we do see this thing come all the way below this 1.216 level for GU. So I would be looking for more continuation short, in my opinion. Again, this is my opinion. All right, let's see. Let me catch up with the comments. You guys are going crazy, right? Shout out to that boy Kyle in the building. Shout out to that boy Kyle. Appreciate you, my brother. All right, appreciate you. Let's see. I will be there as well with all the Profit Society. Let's go. I wish I lived in the USA so I can come. You can still come, Elena. Just, you know, get your stuff situated early. And we'll see you here. Let's go. New here, loving the content. Let's go, Ian. I appreciate you. Thank you for being a part of the family. Let's see. Good morning. What I missed? What's up, Josh? So, you know, just looking at some things. You know, currently the only thing that I'm actually in is I did end up jumping into this UCAD when we were talking about it earlier. I did take a loss on gold earlier. Dang, look at gold now. Look at gold now. Sheesh. Good thing I got out of that buy. All right, so I did take an initial loss over here on gold, looking at a buy situation. Took a little small 0.5% loss. And I also had another idea for a buy down here, but I ended up not taking it because it was just too much dollar strength, right? So I'm glad I didn't take it, because obviously this thing is just going crazy. Going crazy. EURUSD didn't really reach our entry point, unfortunately. UJ's probably just going to continue. GJ's probably the next thing, guys, that I'm going to keep my eyes on, because if we are able to see price break out of this range, I think there's a good chance that we can really start to ride this thing up. All right, GJ looks interesting. Yeah, I think if we get a nice close above this high right here, right? If we close above this range, yeah, why not? We did technically already close on the 1 minute time frame. Let's see how this 15-minute closes in 5 minutes, right? Let's see how this 15-minute closes in 5 minutes. But yeah, I don't know. I'm bullish. I think GJ is probably gonna just continue. Right, that would be my personal guess. But again, I'm not in this person. I'm not in no trade here for GJ. I'm not in nothing, right? The only thing that I'm currently in, I took one loss already. The only thing that I'm also currently in was this UCAD that I was able to get right here at 1.3371, right? So we're currently up maybe around 30 pips, just under 30 pips or so. Actually around 38 pips. All right, so we're riding this thing out. And again, this is something that we talked about. Shout out to, you know, to the team. Shout out to the family in the chat that also brought it to my notice. You know, yeah, because now we doing what we do. Let's see what else we got here. Let's see. Shout out to that boy Skaggs in the building. Let's see what we got here. Me too. London. I'm in Australia. Oh yeah, so you are definitely a long cross the ways, man. I would love to go to Australia, and I'm not even gonna lie. I would love to go to Australia. I have like I'm literally no lies in my body about that. Like that would be such a vibe. That would be such a vibe going to Australia, man. Trading down under. That's a headline, right? Like that's an event. Let's all trade down under. Shit, that would be crazy. Rwanda, even Rwanda would be beautiful. Right? I'd love to go to freaking Rwanda. I ain't gonna lie. You guys want to see what these places look like? I love just looking at places, right? So obviously Australia, when we think about family, I have a question, right? When you guys think of Australia, what's the first thing that comes into mind? Like when you think of Australia, the country, right? Or not even a country, this is like a continent, right? When you think of Australia, what is the first thing that comes to mind? Something like this little guy right here? Kangaroos jumping everywhere. Big spiders, massive mutant 5-foot spiders. Like, what comes to mind when you guys think of Australia? Because I'm with it. I'm with it 100%. Let's see. ADUD. Again, the only thing that I'm currently in is this UCAD. We're gonna play that out. Gold, again, I believe gold is probably going to continue dropping, guys, all the way at least until 1910s. At the very least, back down into this demand zone. At the very least. All right, so I'm definitely looking for more continuations lower on gold. UCAD a little bit higher. UJ continuing. GJ, again, do not sleep on GJ if you guys did not get an entry. Like, I do think this thing is probably just going to continue pushing from these areas. Like, I would not be surprised at all. Like at all. I believe GJ is gonna keep pushing, to be honest with y'all. Alright, let's see what else we got here. If I see the Dixie make it past 104, I'll be fully convinced it will go bullish. Let's take a look at the dollar index again, right? What's your 104 area at? Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, shit. Listen, man, I'm gonna be potentially expecting this thing overall continuing bullish if we just break out of this entire range. Like if we break 103. Like if we break above this last little range before we just start getting into all this choppiness, if we break above there, shit, then I'm gonna be very confident in the fact that we're probably gonna go back bullish, and then we could probably start to go ahead and target up above the 104, the 108, possibly even up into the 110 for the dollar. But yeah, I'm with you though. I'm with you for sure, right? It's gonna be interesting to see how we end up playing out for sure though. Let's see how to get the 1K yearly membership. Been training for a year but want to become. Let's go, Matthew. Another one of our yearly members, right? So we got 3 yearly subscription members in the chat. I appreciate y'all. You guys honestly got the best deal out of everybody, all right? Because you guys literally got 4 months off of the entire thing, right? Which is crazy. right? Crazy. So big shout out to you, Matthew. You know, we're gonna go ahead and get you right for sure. All right, let's see what else we got here, right? UCAT is flying. It is. Abel been packing out Zooms. Yo, Wally, shout out to you, man. Easy Pip. Song just came in my mind. Let's see. GU is making a temporary. What'd you say? GU is making a temporary bullish before the drop. Yeah, possibly. I think GU could continue dropping as well, to be honest with you. I think GU probably continue dropping, to be honest with you. Let's see. UCAT flying. Let's see. From my experience, probably works well not only with each other, but you all are very open and use critical thinking, not emotional towards all walks of life. 100% BTC. That's exactly how I approach it, and how I feel like all of us are doing for sure. Let's see. GJ to the moon. Listen, remember I said that, CeeLo. You saying it too. If GJ flies, and we both, you know what I'm saying, we good. All right, can you talk about the U.S. reaching their debt limit, and wouldn't that bubble eventually blow up? They can't just keep extending it. At some point, the dollar will collapse. 100%, you're 1,000% right, Eric. The only thing with this debt ceiling is, like, they're gonna make it a big ass deal, which they usually make a lot of things a big deal over here in the U.S. But all they're gonna do is just eventually extend it even higher. And I get your point. They can't just keep doing it, but in reality, they can. All right, unfortunately. Right, they can, right? They still can, and they probably still will, right? So it's very tough to really play off of anything like that data, because you really don't know. Like, I have no idea what they're gonna do next, right? Every time we've reached the debt ceiling, usually they just extend it even more, right? So I don't know about that one. Let's see. I'm gonna say you're not the country, might be more risky out there. So how many days out the week are y'all doing lives, right? So as of right now, we're gonna have the regular Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, but I'm actually going to be going live Monday through Friday, right? Like, I really want us to go live Monday through Friday, right? To really give you guys that extra value, even if we don't necessarily place trades on Mondays or Fridays, because that's the reason we don't go live on Mondays or Fridays, because it's usually not the best time to trade, right? But there is always opportunities to trade no matter what day it is. So I'm going to push for us to go 5 days a week, even if it's just my damn self on Mondays and Fridays with y'all. You know, that's pretty much what we're gonna do. All right, I just wanted to go live today just because I felt like, man, I haven't shown my YouTube some love in forever. So let's go ahead and show some love. Let's see. Big ass bugs, snow bunnies. He says snow bunnies. Yo, you're hilarious. Burnouts, COVID restrictions. Oh man, Nemo's from Australia. Wait, Nemo's from Australia? For real? You learn something new every day. Let's get it. Definitely kangaroos. Getting KO'd by a kangaroo for wanting to play with it. Oh man. Margot Robbie is the Australian I think about. Okay. Oh man, you guys are hilarious. Let's see. GJ to 166. I can see it. I'm definitely bullish on GJ. Let's see, US 30 dropping. Let's see. I mean, I did tell you guys, again, although it's not something that I was interested in, I told you guys, right? If we are going to drop for NAS, US 30, any of these indices, it's probably going to be where we're currently at now. All right. Now, again, I'm not in any of these positions. I didn't take no NAS. It's just my opinions, my thoughts and opinions. And yeah, if we are going to drop for NAS, again, we do have less than 15 minutes, guys, until obviously the stock market opens up itself. But like, I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if this thing starts tanking like it's supposed to tank. I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised. Go and look me in my eyes. Go and look me in my eyes. Yeah. I don't know where that came from. Let's see. USD CAD has hit a little bit of a standstill. Now we're just chilling. All right, we got to be able to really break through this right here. A little bit of a redistribution before we continue. If we can break above that, that would be phenomenal. Let's see what else we got here. I don't even have kids, and I know that Abel. Yeah. Let's see. Are you trading according to institutional trading strategy? I'm new here. What's going on, Sergio? So yeah, we definitely implement a lot of institutionalized, quote unquote, smart money concepts in our trading. Honestly, that's pretty much how myself and my entire team pretty much looks at the market. You know, but we don't just make decisions solely off of technicals here. You know, we make decisions also based off fundamentals, sentimental analysis. Last year was probably one of my best trading years by far, and it's just because we had it was so easy to trade last year. Like last year, guys, was extremely easy to trade. Like probably one of the easiest trading years of my career so far, right? And it's because we understood what the fundamentals were saying. We understood what the sentiment of the market was going to be. And then we utilize smart money just to find our entries, right? So yeah, we do a little bit of all of it here, you know. So big shout out to you for actually tuning in, Sergio. I got you. Let's see. He travels to Sydney. I have kids. I didn't know Nemo was from there. I thought he was from Mexico. He thought Nemo was from Mexico, out of all places. Finding Nemo takes place in Sydney. Okay. Well, because Sydney during the movie, that's why I said Nemo. You guys could tell I got kids too, and man, even before I had kids, right? Nemo been out for a while. That's just crazy. I never knew that they were based in Sydney. I don't know where Jay's getting Mexico though from. Like, let's see. I like gold buys 1950 everybody. I already took 2 trades today. That will break my rule. Take another. There we go, easy. There we go, easy. You gotta be disciplined. Let's see. I forgot what the building is actually called, but it's really nice. I think you're talking about this building. It's like the most popular building out there in Australia. The Acanella. Is that what it's called? The Acanella. 10 things to do in Sydney, Australia. What is there to do? Go on a free walking tour. I could free walk back home. Marvel at the Sydney Opera House. That's the Opera House? How many of you guys ever went to an opera? Any of you guys ever went to an opera before? Yo, like that type of opera? Visit the Taronga Zoo. They got kangaroos, giraffes, chimps. Hit Bondi Beach. Oh, this is pretty sick right here. Look at this. Look at this pool. One of Australia's most famous beaches, Bondi Beach, is a popular hangout for both locals and tourists. This beach holds the Guinness World Record for the largest swimsuit photo shoot. The largest swimsuit photo shoot. Interesting. Look at this. This is sick though. Wow. Is this like a hotel? Wait, is this like, hold on. That's gotta be a hotel. That looks sick. That looks sick. Climb the bridge. Sydney Walk. Nice. Okay. Well, that's Australia. I'm definitely down for Australia. I know somebody said that they were from Rwanda. Let's go look at Rwanda. Shout out to Rwanda. 8 reasons to visit Kigali, Rwanda. This looks pretty nice. Understand more about the country's checkered history. The National Genocide Memorial. The art scene is thriving. How many of you guys ever been to Rwanda? Get a taste of the local love for cricket. Is cricket the most popular sport out there in Rwanda? Like the Kigali's culture. Enjoy the city greens. Yeah, I'm down for some Rwanda. I'm down for some Rwanda. Where's Rwanda located on the map? Obviously, we know it's in Africa, but like, where in Africa? Let's see. Where's Rwanda located? Kigali. It's like in the center of this place right here. Let me see. Okay, so Rwanda's right there in like the middle of Africa. Okay. I mean, family, who's down to go to Rwanda? I know I am. I don't know about y'all, but I know I am. That would be a vibe itself. I'm not even gonna lie. Listen, I'm a big fan of traveling. All right, I'm having like I haven't been able to travel too much over the past year. I just been locked in, focusing on obviously business things. But we about to get back to it this year. Like this year, I'm planning on going every freaking where, everywhere you could think of. All right, so let's go back, take a look at the markets, guys. So USD CAD is just still chilling up here. USD JPY is still pushing. The GJ break up. GJ is finally starting to break up. Again, GJ I'm very bullish on. I didn't take no trades. The only thing that I'm currently in is USD CAD. But GJ, again, I do expect this thing to probably continue to the upside, guys. GU is tanking. Right, GU I believe is going to continue to tank. All right, we have now finally started to break various trends, starting to go into the more so liquidity capture phase. We're going to start capturing all this liquidity. All right, EU, similar concept. I'm kind of upset we didn't actually get the entry point, but that's fine. It is what it is. All right, EU also I believe is probably going to continue. In my opinion, to the downside. There is a chance for us to, come back and retest, this entire range right here before we continue. But I'm definitely more so continuing bearish. Gold, this thing ended up taking a dump. I wouldn't be surprised if we do continue as well. So this is something you guys could look at if you are watching gold. I think this is going to continue, probably going to the bear side, to the downside. So even looking at maybe something like this, guys, could potentially play out, right? Just playing off of this wick more than anything. All right, something like this could be a potential play for anybody that is looking at gold. I don't know if this is going to confirm your biases. I know some of you guys are probably being degenerates and saying, man, Abel, bro, is it time for us to buy? I mean, listen, you do what you want to do, right? But for me, I won't be looking for some buys until we come back down here, until 1910s. So any type of pushback up that we get is probably just an opportunity to go ahead and get us into that 1910 level, right? That major area of demand. All right, so that's what I would be looking at for gold, right? It's very interesting. Again, 1922 could be that next potential re-entry to continue us lower into this 1910 level. All right, so let's see what else we got here. Trader of the week for me. Can't see the screen properly. I wonder why you can't see the screen properly. Let's see. You should definitely hold your Forex function in the Opera House. That would be vibe, right? Imagine that hosting a Forex training inside of that Opera House, the prestigious Australian Opera House. that would be pretty much that would be legendary. I'm not even gonna lie, that would be legendary. Definitely a vision, desire. Australia looks beautiful. What we trade in today, anyone know? I just went over it with you. Rivers. Shout out to you. It's a sea water pool. That's a sea water pool in Australia? That thing did look sick. A sea water pool. Yeah, I can't find it now. That was sick though. Sea water pool. Let's see. I'm from London, England. Best place in the world. Yeah, I've been to London for sure, right? London is definitely a vibe, right? You guys want to see what London looks like? Let's go to London, England. I took a bunch of pictures over here on this bridge. Took a bunch of pictures. I mean, when I went, Big Ben was still under construction, so I wasn't really able to get the cool pictures of Big Ben. But yeah, this is a vibe, man. I love London. I love being out there across the seas, man. I was also on this big boy, the London Eye, right? Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yeah, London is a vibe, man. London is a vibe. I'm down to go back to London too. Let's see. His screen is not clear. You're gonna have to change your settings. You should be able to get 1080p at the very least, if not even possible. I don't think I got 4K, right? But I think you definitely should get 1080p. Let's see. And what days you usually go live, right? So we actually have our own platform. Shout out to the Profit Society. I'll give you guys a little bit of a quick little peek. All right, so we have this entire community family, right, that we created for traders, by traders, just to give you guys a little bit of more, access to what we do here, right? The crazy thing is, you can actually go right now to the website and create a free membership. Okay, this is a free aspect of the community. Is a community feed. You can create your own profile and just start talking to everybody else that's in here, just pretty much giving their thoughts and opinions and all that good stuff, right? But we do have the premium memberships, right? Which, so all these groups over here on the side, okay, these are access to our premium groups. Okay, the only thing that we just launched was the actual Profit Society premium chat as a whole. Okay, which also gives you access to our premium Discord. Okay, so I get it. A lot of y'all is definitely taking advantage of, you know, the free aspects to our community and all that, the free community on our Telegram and our Telegram, but our Discord as well. But like, we give out more value, guys, in our premium stuff, obviously. You know, like we've been talking all morning, right? You know, they've been in the premium chat all morning talking it up, you know. So yeah, just know, all right, we do offer a lot. But in terms of live sessions, the live sessions are going to be right here in our live stream section. Again, this is going to be only for members, premium members of the community. All right, and we're actually going to start tomorrow. All right, so tomorrow will be our live stream back right here on this live stream section. So if you guys are a part of the Profit Society already as premium members, VIP members, then yeah, be on the lookout. We are going live tomorrow here on the actual Profit Society, and it's going to be an absolute banger. Okay, now we will be coming back live on YouTube later on in the day for more of like a recap type of thing. But yeah, just know we will be live on here tomorrow, so it's going to be absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy, right? And yes, we are getting an app made 100%. Yes, we are definitely getting the app made. We are definitely going to make it more convenient for you guys to actually access all of our stuff 100%, right? So that's something you guys can definitely look forward to in the mornings. All right, let's see. Yo, I got family in Jersey, Patterson. Yo, let's get it. Abel and Skag, I found you guys again. What's going on, Ursula? How are you doing? Well, anywhere outside of Paris, New Jersey would be great for me. Indices is pumping. Let's go take a look at the markets, guys. Now that we do have 9:30, let's just take a quick look. The dollar itself still not really doing much. We're probably hopefully going to continue seeing this dollar strength. Again, gold is probably going to continue dropping. Same thing for AUD/USD, EURUSD, GBPJPY. I'm definitely leaning towards dollar strength to start off this week. GBPJPY, guys, is now starting to push as well a little bit. All right, again, this thing is already up 10-15 pips from when I told you guys that I do think is gonna probably continue. UJ really not doing much. It's at a little bit of a standstill right now, but I do believe that's going to continue going bullish. Again, if you guys are looking for entries, just wait for like a little bit of a pullback. It doesn't have to be a crazy pullback, right? But you know, something that can give you a little bit of a better risk reward would be cool. USD CAD, you know, we're still in this. We're still going to be riding this out. Obviously, we just paused to test this level of structure right here. You know, hopefully we can just go ahead and break above that and continue. Indices, let's see where we're at. NAS. Oh, okay. NAS did push back up. Now, guys, again, I think these indices are primed to start dropping soon. Now, again, I'm not calling out and I'm not telling y'all what to do, right? But look at US 30. US 30 just gave a nice drop right there. NAS is a little bit more behind. All right, I don't know. I don't know. This looks good though. I think I would not be surprised if we see this roll over. Again, if the dollar is going to continue gaining strength, then we should see this thing realistically roll over to the downside. That's just what we should expect overall. All right, but the markets did just open up. All right, stock market just opened up not even 2 minutes ago. So jumping in now is it's a little bit risky jumping in now, right at the open of the stock exchange. But hey, man, if you got your stops above the highs, then just do what you do. Let's see. I have a resistance at 33.45. 33.45. Yeah, that's back up retesting. Yeah, for US 30. What we discussed on live. Be careful shorting indices. 4,000. You were right. Change the settings. Yep. How you feel about Malta, family? Malta, is that a city? Is that a state? You talking about, Danny? Is that a city, a state, bro? Is that a like, or is that like a specific, or is that a specific pattern that you're looking for? Let me know, right? Malta, the country of Malta. Let's see. beautiful ass city. Okay. Has anybody been to Malta? Any of y'all been to Malta in the chat? Anybody in the family been to Malta? We'll chat you up on Telegram. Yep, 21 SMA there as well. US 30 jumped off a cliff. It definitely did. I ain't gonna lie, Abel off that good caffeine. Yeah, I woke up feeling good this morning. I ain't gonna lie, family. And truthfully, I feel like I haven't done a live stream on this channel in a while, right? You know, I've been so focused on launching the Profit Society and just, you know, running things over there that I kind of like neglected this channel a little bit, right? But we are back. You know, I'm gonna be back doing live streams randomly, unfortunately, but I am gonna be dropping a lot of bangers for you guys, right? So I do got a couple videos that I'm dropping this week for y'all, right? That are gonna be absolutely game changer, right? One of them is supply and demands, right? Knowing how to use supply and demand the correct way, right? The actual real foundation of supply and demand. That's gonna be dropping today. And I got another one talking about candlestick patterns. All right, so I'm gonna talk about supply and demand this week. I'm dropping a video for y'all. And I'm dropping a candlestick pattern video for you guys as well this week, right? So it's going to be a very, very dope week. And we're just going to be providing you guys with massive value as well. Right, so Malta. Let's see what Malta's at. 8 claims to fame. The island of Malta, situated between Sicily and Africa in the central Mediterranean Sea, is one of 5 islands that constitute the country of Malta. Of the other 4 islands, Gozo, Comino, Camonet, and Fifla. Only the first 2 are inhabited. The Maltese society has been the Maltese Falcon. Interesting. Hospitalas. The corrupt. See, like, I'm very big in history. I'm not even gonna lie, family. Like, I love history. Like, I love being able to, like, really look at, you know, what makes a country important, and just the natural wonders of it. I don't know. I love stuff like this, man. So I'm definitely with Malta. I'm definitely with some Malta. The Troy connection. I'm definitely with some Malta. I mean, this thing looks crazy. Look at this picture. I don't see no grass at all, though. Oh, yeah, got a little bit of grass over here. This thing looks crazy. This low-key looked like Puerto Rico a little bit, with all these tight buildings, colorful buildings. Interesting, man. Very interesting. Yeah, Danny, we gotta take a little trip over there, bro. I'm not gonna lie. That'll be pretty cool. That'll be pretty cool. You guys know what where I really want to go? Where I really want to go? I would love to go to the Netherlands. I would love to go to the Netherlands. To Amsterdam. I would love to go to the Netherlands, and I ain't gonna lie, Vinley, that would be a vibe. That would be such a vibe, man. That would be such a lot. That should be, oh man. Let's see, gold looks like a dump. Yep. It's hard to catch a move like that in US 30. I like to go to Malta. Have not been. Looks stunning. Yeah. What's your thoughts on the CAD interest rate this week? The forecast is interesting. That is a good point. Let's go ahead and go to our tools here on the Profit Society and bring up our economic calendar. On what day is it? All right, so it's Wednesday. So they're forecasting just a 0.25% hike. Okay. Oh wait, are they actually forecasting anything? Hold on. Are they not expecting anything? Hold on, I gotta confirm this real quick. All right, so yeah, they're expecting a 0.25 interest rate hike, which is honestly something that should be expected. I mean, CAD itself, guys, they really did start to slow down by how much they were raising rates months ago. All right, so the fact that they're still going to be doing around 0.25 is even surprising at this point, because I think I think CAD will probably be one of the first central banks to actually just stop raising rates in general. Like they actually put like a pause on how much they are raising rates by. So that's going to be very interesting for sure. But all this is doing, in my opinion, is this going to continue to weaken the Canadian currency itself, right? You know, only raising it by 0.25%, pretty much being ahead of the curve, you could say, compared to other major central banks. I would say that that's going to bring a lot more optimism for equities over there in Canada, as opposed to the actual Canadian currency itself. All right, so that's just something to keep in mind. I think that the CAD itself is probably going to continue to lose strength, especially if we are only going to be raising it by 0.25% as a whole, right? So that's just a little bit of my thoughts on that. Let's see. What's your thoughts? Yep. Last night Ray made a great point to only trade one of these. Yeah, I mean, there's no need to even like try to trade all of them, right? They move. Obviously, I was about to say similarly, but these two are doing the complete opposite. Look at US 30 just tanking, and look at NAS just pushing up. Like, what is going on here? Right? Normally, they move in unison, right? More times than not, they move in unison, right? But obviously, the market has a mind of its own, and it's just doing something different. But you do want to just stick with one, right? Stick with one indice. Learn the movements of that actual indice. You know, learn what makes it move. You know, you really should be learning the history, guys, around these indices, which is just a basket of different assets and things like that, right? So that you are aware of how to trade it. Okay. US 30 took a dump though. Now it got me curious. What did S&P do? So the S&P really ain't do nothing either, right? So is this dump here? Yeah. So this didn't even do anything either. So I wouldn't be surprised. Is this lagging behind? Like, what if this now? What if US 30 wants to decide to catch up to NAS or even the S&P? Yeah, because I mean, US 30 is the only one that actually dropped. Yeah, US 30 is the only one that actually dropped. You got my drink? Thank you, baby. Man, if you guys thought I was wired, I just got my coffee. Oh, thank you, baby. I'm about to go ahead and destroy this. Thank you, honey. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Woo. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about right there, baby. That's what I'm talking about. That's a fact, family. If it's got historical background, I'm all for it, 100%. Let's see. The New England situation, inflation is crazy. Yeah. Now, over there in the UK, they struggling bad. They're still above 10% and 9% collectively, right? You know, with the actual Eurozone and the actual Bank of England. They struggling over there. They struggling there for sure. All right, so let's see. US 30. Yeah, US 30, man. This thing really did drop while everything else is just pretty much not dropping. All right, just chilling. I wanted to see exactly how this ends up playing, because this is interesting. Again, just be mindful, guys. The only thing that I'm currently in is literally USD CAD, right? Let me go take a look at my USD CAD now, right? So yeah, this thing is still just chilling. This is the only thing that I'm currently in right now is USD CAD. Again, full transparency, I did take a small loss earlier on gold, all right? Literally lost 0.5% on that. It is what it is, but I was able to make most of that back now. I mean, I made more than the 0.5% back on this trade right here with USD CAD. So yeah, you know, hopefully we can just continue for USD CAD. So just full transparency where we're at. I'm only in USD CAD. I've been watching and monitoring these other ones to see what happens, and just giving you guys more so ideas that you guys can look at yourselves, right? But the only thing I'm currently in is USD CAD. Now for GJ, what are we doing with GJ? GJ. Interesting. GJ. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. EURUSD took a dump. It was crazy. Like, even though I took a small loss on gold buys, All right, because I was really initially looking for buys. Or was I? Yeah, I think it was somewhere. I can't even remember where the heck it was. Yeah, so I was looking for gold buys here. Obviously, that didn't work. Beautiful thing about it is, even though I took a loss on that, guys, I ended up shorting up here. All right, just like I said when I first jumped on the stream, right? I originally had shorts from up here. By the time I woke up, though, we ended up pulling back some, right? And I ended up grabbing positions or closing out my trades here. So even though I lost 0.5% here, I'm still way in the profit here on gold, all right? Because I took this buy. And again, this is literally what I told you guys on last night's stream, all right? That I was literally just going to watch gold, watch EU, and just let those pretty much do their thing if I was able to get an entry, right? I was able to get an entry, and I wrote this whole thing down, all right? So even this small loss that I took, it is what it is. We charge it to the game. Good thing we ain't take that other second buy that I was looking for. And I said, nope, never mind. This thing's probably going to drop. And it did just that. And gold is still dropping. Gold is still dropping. Remember, I think gold is going to continue to drop, guys, all the way until we get to this level here. I think we can reach 1910 now at this point for gold. It's just me. It's just me. All right? It's just me. Let's see. This guy going to war against Abel after GJ Wickfield. I think he was. What Wickfield was. Let's see. Wait on the Wickfield. I think Skaggs might have been talking about NAS Wickfield. Let's see. I feel like the DAT has downside potential long term, while NASDAQ has upside potential. 20% increase in the lows on the Dow, only 10% from NAS. That's interesting. Let's go take a look at how these is pushing, right? So NAS is still going. Very interesting to say the least. All right, so we did just fill that wick now officially on NAS. We officially filled the wick. Now let's see how this reacts. All right, let's see what else we got here. Hey, can you trade without using charts? Like any methods you can use to trade without using charts extensively? I mean, yeah. There's a lot of different ways to read these charts. A lot of different ways, right? That don't have specifically to be actual candlesticks itself, right? Like if you're a savage, you can use the line, right? You know, if you're a beast, you can use just this area tool, right? Baseline and just like what was mentioned, right? Tape reading is also another way to do it as well. I just don't see no need to try to go and do all that stuff, to be honest with you. All right, I don't know. I just don't see no need to it, but there's a lot of different ways that you could trade without the charts. Yeah, NAS long still in effect. Yeah, NAS going crazy. Look at this thing, guys. This thing is just going nuts. What's US 30 doing? I bet you US 30 is going to start to catch up, though. Like, this SPX looks disgusting, right? I wouldn't be surprised now if US 30 starts to actually follow suit. Look at this thing. Look at this erase. Sheesh. Yeah, I'm chilling. I'm staying out of these indices. I'm not trading any of these indices probably until closer to 10 o'clock, to be honest. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not going to chase the indices right now, but I am going to be keeping my eyes on this NAS. All right, I am going to be keeping my eyes around this NAS, though. All right, to see how we do end up playing around these levels, because we are, again, we did capture some liquidity. All right, so now that we're up above these highs, it could be different opportunities that present themselves. Okay, so this is going to be interesting, like I said. It's going to be super interesting. All right, let's see. Hey, but we're not going to ignore the fact that GJ dropped 1,200 pips. 600 pips to the upside, not going to change the overall bias. I hear that, right? I hear that. I mean, GJ did drop tremendously to end off the year last year. Listen, again, I am still very much a believer, and again, I know others that don't believe it, But I'm still very much a believer that eventually, guys, we're gonna see this thing start flying again. It's just my thoughts, my opinions, right? That eventually we do see this thing start flying again, right? But you know, we are at this area right here where it's pretty much gonna tell us what really happens, right? Like, how does the market truly react off of this structure point right here? All right, let's see what UCAD. UCAD dropping back down. No, UCAD, you need to keep flying. Go to the moon. Go to the moon. Let's see. Actually, let's put to pass phase one. Have to recalculate. Let's go, Devin. Let's go, Devin. Let's get that 1%, bro. We need that done. We need that done. Just don't rush it. But yeah, we need that done. Let's see. US 30 buys, like you said, Abel, the earlier buyers dies. You're buying every week. I'm buying crypto every week. I don't know about anybody else, right? But I told you guys, I've said this publicly numerous times. I said this even back in like November, right? November, December. I said now, I mean, I said this even before then, right? I've always said under 20K, I am a buyer. Under 20K, I am a buyer. Okay, I've said it numerous times. Under 20K, I am a buyer, right? So when we got down to this 16,000, 17,000 level, all because of the whole FTX debacle, I was even more of a buyer. All right, so yeah, I'm buying Bitcoin. I've been buying Bitcoin every single week, right? And I'm going to continue buying Bitcoin every single week. And not just Bitcoin, but I'm also going to be obviously diversifying my purchases, right? I'm buying Bitcoin. I'm buying Ethereum. I'm buying Polkadot, which is one of my favorites. I'm buying even some Solana, right? Which Solana is probably one of my riskier plays because of all the issues that they've been having. But it's just so freaking cheap. So freaking cheap, right? So I'm buying some Solana. I'm buying some Chainlink is another one that I'm very big on. I mean, there's a few, right? So there's maybe like 5 to 10 layer one type of projects that I'm buying and I'm investing into. All right, so that's just me. That's just me. Let's see. That caffeine kicking in crazy. I mean, this caffeine ain't really even kick in yet, to be honest with you. But it's getting there. It's getting there. If you bought on New Year's, $8 Solana up 200%. Solana really, I haven't even been paying attention, right? I just be buying and just not paying. Let me go check out Solana real quick, man. Damn, that shit really was. That was really a 200 pip move just like that. Wow. Wow. It is a 200 pip. I mean, I'm saying pips. Yeah, the caffeine is kicking in, guys. I'm not even gonna lie, right? This caffeine got me talking different. Percentage. That's crazy. Up 200%, right? So that's an easy flip. And even for Solana, guys, like if we ever come back down to these price points for Solana, which based off their history and all these damn security breaches and hacks that they be getting, unfortunately, I wouldn't doubt that it does happen. But if it does, like, man, if you guys are not investing, again, this is a riskier play because they had so much shit happening to them. But man, just think about what if it comes all the way back up to the highs. What if it even comes back up to that high? What if it even comes back up to that high? We're talking about, man, this thing is like back up to the highs, guys. We're talking about 2,000% gains. 2,000. Oh man. Oh man. One thing I will say this, right? And obviously nothing is guaranteed as crypto, but once we get into 2024, most of these markets, guys, are gonna already have rebound off of their lows. So by 2024, I wouldn't be surprised if Solana is back above $50 a coin. Like I wouldn't doubt it. Right? Again, all these cryptocurrencies, in my opinion, and I always have to say that just as a disclaimer, but in my opinion, guys, I'm not surprised if these is the lows. Like, I don't think Bitcoin is gonna go any lower than this 15,500 that it went. A lot of people keep on telling me, Abel, bro, you're crazy, bro. We're still dealing with inflation. We're still dealing with this, with that, with this and that. That's cool. I play off the cycles, all right? This low happened at a very optimal time in the cycle when it normally happens. All right, so I don't know. I'm playing off the crypto cycles, not necessarily anything else, and I wouldn't be surprised if this is the last time we ever see Bitcoin in this range. Like I'm just saying, listen, family, look at what price is at now, 23,000. Do not be surprised if we never ever see a $20,000 Bitcoin after this next bull run, right? Because once the end of 2023, near 2024, we're gonna start to see this thing, guys, come all the way back up to its ultimate high, and we will never ever see another Bitcoin cheaper than 15,000 ever, or anything cheaper than 20,000. Just like we will never see a $4,000 Bitcoin, a $5,000 Bitcoin. We'll never see that again. Just like we will never see, all right, even last bear run, bull run, right? We will never see a $500 Bitcoin, right? A $800 Bitcoin. You'll never see a $1,000 Bitcoin ever again, ever. So again, take this information. You do what you want with it, but I know I'm accumulating like crazy at these price points because we'll probably never ever see them again in our lifetime. That's just my 2 cents on that. Are you considering to build your real estate portfolio? 100%. Right, real estate is definitely the next big thing I'm going to start investing into, heavy. But that is something I'm definitely waiting on the markets itself. Right, I want to see exactly how the markets as a whole play out. All right, because even though real estate prices has started to drop already, I think it dropped like maybe 15-20%. I wouldn't be surprised if there's still more droppage to come. All right, so yeah, I definitely plan on buying a lot of real estate for sure. Let's see, unemployment is definitely going to up this year. Can crypto handle a recession? It's very possible. I don't know. Even though crypto has been moving just like a lot of other riskier assets like the S&P, NAS, gold, right? They've been moving, I'm not going to say identical, but they've been very similar in terms of how they reacted to what the Fed and a lot of these central banks are doing. So there is a lot of, correlations between Bitcoin and riskier assets, commodities, equities, things like that. But I still think that there's still a little bit of a difference as well. And I don't know. I think Bitcoin will be able to withstand a lot more than probably a lot of these other things. And it might sound crazy, right? But that's just my opinion. All right, let me go take a quick little roll call, see what we got here. So USD CAD pushed down a little bit. UJ should have pushed down. GJ, which is still chilling up in these levels. GU, EU, AU, where's gold at? Okay, gold gave a nice little reaction off of here. Where's indices at? Okay, yeah, NAS is just going insane, right? So now that NAS is up at these levels, guys, see now, I don't know. I'm looking for a potential entry here. All right, yeah, I'm liking this area. Now that we sweep these highs and we're starting to see a little bit of a slowdown in price, I'm liking these areas. All right, we're starting to get this nice little reaction off of this level. Nice little bearishness to come in. 5-minute time frame getting a little reaction. Yeah, I mean, if I was looking for some type of play here, guys, for NAS, this will probably be the area that I'll be looking for some type of reaction from. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, I'll see what this does, right? Again, I'm still, the only thing I'm currently in is USD CAD still. This NAS is very interesting. I'm not even gonna lie. Right, if I do take this NAS, it's gonna be super short stop loss, right? So I'm actually gonna be a little bit aggressive and take this right now. All right, I'm taking this right now, and my stops are gonna be literally right above these highs, right? We're not gonna risk nothing more than these highs right here. We're playing a little bit of a 2-minute order block live OB type of action. All right, above the extremes, live OB at the extremes. So yeah, again, this is a 2 minutes, so it's very risky, by the way. 2 minute, very risky, but we're gonna have our stops above these highs. My stops are gonna be at the 11,755 level. So we'll see how this plays out. Again, it is risky because we're only playing off of a 2-minute reaction, but I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. We're gonna see how this plays out. You know, we do have volume starting to slow down as well. So I don't know. We'll see how this plays out. We'll see how this plays out. Let's see. That man Abel looking for an island. Yo, you guys think I'm playing, right? We will eventually, as a community, the Prophet Society, as a community, eventually we'll own our own island. I want you guys to write this stuff down. Like, actually remember me telling y'all this, right? So in the next 5-10 years when it happens, I don't want nobody to say, damn, Abel, I ain't know you was getting an island. Like, nah, I told y'all. Like, I told you guys I was. Shout out to all you guys that helped me get to 100 likes, by the way, too. I appreciate y'all, man. I just noticed we smashed 100. You guys are absolutely amazing. Love y'all. Love y'all so much for that, man. You guys are absolute savages. But yeah, you know, like I was saying, man, don't be surprised. Right, we're gonna eventually buy a Pip Island. We're gonna eventually buy a Pip Island for sure. Let's see. Have you heard of real estate wholesaling? Yeah, 100%. I used to actually get into the wholesale. Right, back in the day, I used to wholesale. Right, me and my father used to actually do it together. I've only ever had one deal under contract. Just because I didn't realize when I first started that business, I didn't realize how much it truly depends on your connections and building your connections. But yeah, you know, I gave it a try. You know, I definitely took a chance of actually learning the whole wholesale, you know, the whole wholesaling game. You know, it just involved too many variables for me. Too many variables for me. That's one reason why I just stopped. Let's see. Island boys, 100%. That's gonna be us, all of us. Prophet Society living in peace on their own island. Exactly, Dominic. That's gonna be fire. All right, so guys, this NAS just doesn't look like it wants to respect this 2-minute play, which again we always said is a little bit risky. All right, so I only risked around half of a percent. If I lose on this one, I am good. I am done. I'm just gonna let USD CAD do its thing. This NAS looks disgusting though, and I ain't gonna lie. Let's see, USD CAD. I'm gonna go ahead and just go break even on USD CAD too. Try to minimize as much as possible. I already took 0.5% loss. Let me see. Am I still even in this? I already took a 0.5% loss on gold. NAS is very, very close. Oh my God, how did that not stop me out? If this just rebounds and doesn't stop me out, then oh man, the NAS gods are on my side. But this does not look promising. I'm gonna be honest. Now that we're seeing this reaction, does not look promising. I'm over here managing my positions, family. Give me a second. Let me make sure I get my stuff right. And that's the biggest thing about being a trader, right? Is knowing how to manage your positions, man. You gotta know how to manage your positions, family. Like finding an entry and knowing where to exit is one thing, right? But actively managing when the trade is running is a completely different other thing. That's a whole nother skill you gotta really master in this trading game. It's a whole nother ball game. All right, let's see what you think about CAD yen. I'm thinking hopefully this freaking NAS drops. That's really where my mindset is at right now. But let's go take a look at CAD yen. Get my mind off of that real quick. All right, CAD yen. This thing has been flowing to the upside for a while now. I stay strapped up like the guys. So just to be serious about you with this CAD yen play, I mean, we did see a nice little tap below this low. We did get a lot of, you know, structure starting to build up. I would be leaning towards this thing possibly breaking out to the upside. All right, I would be leaning towards this thing possibly breaking out to the upside, coming up to this area of supply. So that was what I would be looking for. I would be looking for some bullishness here on CAD yen. Now, where can we look for some buys from? Does that mean we just buy right from where we're at? I mean, that's totally your decision. But what I would like to see is the market spike below this low. All right, this is what I would like to see. All right, something like that. That's what I would like to see. You leaving? Oh, shoot. I got you. You leaving? Love you, baby. See you later. Here you go. Like it. All right, yeah. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's see. What did you learn when you were under high stress moments at the beginning of your training journey, especially that you had family to provide? That's a great question, by the way, right? Because I do got a whole family. Like, I got a wife. I got 3 kids. Like, I'm a whole grown man. You know what I'm saying? Grown folks over here. But for one, the biggest reason why I even got into entrepreneurship as a whole was because I truly wanted to see change in my family's life, see change in my life. You know, so I started the whole entrepreneurship journey. But, you know, my whole first 2-3 years of the journey, guys, was extremely rough. You know, I went from constantly taking too much risk, you know, exposing my family to a lot of craziness. And it just wasn't, I would say, the risk that I was taking at the beginning of my journey wasn't really the smartest thing to do. Like, it really wasn't, right? Because I'm talking about I was taking crazy risks, you know, literally risking the last bit of money that I had to actually go ahead and try to learn this thing. But I also won't take it away, because that's what really molded me into the trader that I am today. Right now, because I took a lot of losses, I don't want to say unnecessary losses, because I think they were necessary, but the fact that I took a lot of losses, especially while being in very tight situations financially, it allowed me to deal with my losses a lot better now, right? Because now, obviously, I'm not as financially strained as I was once in the past. Now I have it's a little bit easier now, we could say, right? A lot easier, you could say, actually, right? So it's definitely, it just helped me out, right? Because now when I do take losses and L's and any of that, you know, I'm able to respond a lot better, because now if I was able to respond back then when I was really struggling to now, everything is a lot easier now. Everything is a lot easier now. Let's see. Do you feel like social media, seeing other traders taking high risk, made you feel like you pressured to put too much high risk? I mean, my reason for doing that was more so just uneducation, right? I wasn't educated enough back then, right? In 2015, 2016, 2017, when I really started, I wasn't educated, right? And yeah, you best believe I fell into all the hype and all the marketing around trading back then, and just seeing other traders turn $100 into thousands like that. Hell yeah, that should definitely influence my my discipline, right? Because I didn't have any of them. But it was more so just me being uneducated, right? I wasn't educated enough to really understand the difference between marketers trading and actual traders and what it truly takes to see results, you know. And it took me a few years to actually get that down packed. But once I got it, it was a game changer, all right? But I think, yeah, everything that I went through, guys, is stuff that I needed to go through, right? Just like everything that you guys are currently going through in your journeys, it's stuff that you should want to go through, right? It's stuff that you can't avoid. You just can't, right? It's just stuff that you have to, like, there's certain things through our faces, guys, that we have to make sure that we are okay with and we understand, because it's molding us to be the best traders that we could possibly become, right? That's just really what it comes down to. Let's see. Love to hear it. How did you meet Skaggs, right? So me and Skaggs, we ended up joining this one mentorship group together. It wasn't together, right? But we ended up meeting under this one trading academy back in 2015. I don't know if you guys know what Periscope is, right? But Periscope used to be like a little video app that allowed you to actually go live. And we used to be on Periscope. And that's how I really got, I'm not going to say introduced to Forex, but I found a quote-unquote mentor on Periscope that was actually doing some crazy, phenomenal things. At least what I thought it was back in the day, right? So we ended up both following the same guy on Periscope, and then we both ended up joining his mentorship group. And then we both ended up actually working for the guy, being marketers. Skag was more so like an admin. And that's where pretty much like the whole relationship started, right? From technically working for a whole nother guy, right? A whole nother mentor that ended up becoming and being a fraud, right? Like that's, yeah. So that's pretty much where the story ended, right? You know, we met inside of this other group, and yeah, that's just pretty much how it went. Let's see. I'm on a 0.1 lot with only $5 risk at a 1 pound point. Okay. All right. Let me go back and see what these markets are looking like. Let's see. USD CAD. Don't hit me out at break even. Come on, baby. Just go ahead and start flying. NAS. Okay, NAS. See, that's not a bad reaction right there, buddy. Now, can you hold though? That's not a bad reaction right there, buddy. Now, can you hold though? That's the question that I got for you. Can you hold though? Can you hold though, right? Now let's see if this thing can hold. Remember, I barely got away with this. Like my stop loss, guys, was damn near a half of a percentage, half of a pip from getting smacked out, right? So I'm surprised I'm even still in this thing right now. But let's see if you can hold now, all right? It's looking good on these higher time frames, right? As long as this nice candle can close like this, 15-minute close like this, 10-minute close like I like it. Come on, baby. We need you to stay down. All right? Give us that respect. Give us that respect, buddy. Even US 30 pretty much erased that entire move, but now we're just testing back up into here. All right, US 30 also, I don't know. There we go. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Shimon Lee. I don't know if you guys can hear the beat. Can you guys hear that beat or not? Can you guys hear the instrumental? Huh. Yeah. Huh. Yeah. Huh. Yeah. Yeah. Huh. Yeah. Stacking up chips. Trying to get rich. Climbing to the top and I won't switch. Can you guys hear that? I don't know if you guys can hear the beat. Can y'all? He said, yeah, caffeine kicked. Yo, you're hilarious. Okay, so y'all can hear that. Yo, Danny, little bro, I got something for you. I got some bars, right? Stacking up chips, trying to get rich, climbing to the top, and I won't switch. Living for the moment, ignoring all the haters. I won't slow down, I won't quit. What you rate that, guys? Out of 10? Out of 10. Be honest, right? Was that a 10 out of 10 type of bar? Like, can that make me go platinum? Was that a platinum little bit of a chorus right there? Or y'all need me to keep going? I bet. I got y'all. Respectfully, 2 out of 10. I'll take that. I'll take that. Let's see. 8 out of 8. I rate 8 out of 8. Mate as truly great. Okay. Yeah. I said, stacking up paper, looking real dapper, looking at me, making real laughter. Yeah, that's a platinum. That's a platinum right there. Oh man, that's a platinum verse right there. No cap. That is definitely platinum. Y'all crazy if y'all don't believe it. I'm not even gonna lie. Y'all crazy if y'all don't believe it. I lost money as soon as you started rapping. Yo, you guys need to chill. You guys, yes, don't be scared. Here we go, Nigel. That's what I'm talking about, Nigel. That's solid 1 out of 2. Okay, a 5. Man, listen, I need more people like Nigel on my squad, man. Let's go, Nigel. I appreciate you, bro. Motivate the hell out of me, bro. Even though I know I can't do it. Let's go. That's what I need. Probably the worst one I've heard you spit. Solid 7 out of 10. I lost, yo, that's hilarious. I lost money as soon as you started rapping. Oh man, look at this. As soon as I start rapping too, NAS is going against me. Oh man, you guys are hilarious. Look at this. I'm losing money now. I think I gotta start singing now. You think if I if I sing it'll go in my favor? 'Cause it's not looking good right now. Yeah, it's looking tough. It's looking tough. It's looking tough. It's looking tough. Let's see. That was cool. Yeah. I think at this point, guys, I'm definitely out of NAS now. If I wasn't out of NAS earlier, man, I blame you guys not supporting my rapping skills, man. I blame you guys. Like, I'm not even accepting that L for myself. I'm blaming you guys, bro. I'm blaming y'all. If y'all was a little bit more supportive, man, man, that NAS would have hit. That NAS would have hit. But y'all don't want to be supportive, so cool. Forget y'all, man. Next thing I'm about to support is this freaking GJ. Next thing I'm about to support is this GJ. Pound yen. About to go long. Pound yen, really, really strong. Yeah, 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 yeah. Let's go. Pound yen, about to go long. Pound yen, going real strong. Yeah, 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 yeah. Pound yen, about to go long. Pound yen, going real strong. Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, that's the chorus right there. Yeah, yeah. Woo! He said I'm losing the game. Yo, Rivers, you gotta chill. You gotta chill, man. Oh man, y'all gotta chill. Let's see, make a video from between you and Sky. Let's see the competition. I'll actually be a vibe. Imagine that. All of us Profit Society educators, we all get a challenge account or put up our own bread into an account, and we just go ahead and battle for the 30 days. That'll be fire. I'm with that. Listen, I never shy away from competition. That's one thing for sure. That's one thing for sure. Hold on, I gotta find my beat, because now Devin want me to do something crazy. I bet. I got you, Devin. I got you, Devin. Chat GTP. Bro, why is it not letting me log into Chat GTP Pizzle?
This is Phase Music.
Make me a Drake-inspired rap song. Let's get it. Let's see what ChatGPT got for us. Let's see. Let's see. Y'all don't. Come on, Skags. Cut it out. Cut it out, Skags. You don't want these problems, bro. One thing that I know about certain traders on the team, when the pressure's on them, just know. Pressure breaks pipes, baby. Pressure breaks pipes. No cap. Yo, you see that right, Devin? Drake inspired. Oh man, you see that right? How I put Drake inspired? Shout out to that boy Drake. All right, fam, let's go ahead and wrap this. I said, I'm the king of the six. Ain't no debate. Got the city on lock. Ain't no escape. I don't like the flow. Oh, I gotta change the beat. I don't like the flow. I gotta change the beat. Right, shout out to Chat GTP. Yo, Drew, you want the feature? Drew, I got you with the feature. For real, for real. Alright, before we go ahead and get into this, let me just triple check with the chats real quick. Look at GJ. I'm telling you, GJ about to fly and y'all about to miss it. UCAD. Yes, UCAD. Come on, baby. This is the only one that I'm currently in right now is UCAD. The only trade that I'm currently in is UCAD. Man, these indices are flying, bro. Whoa. US 30 is going crazy. US 30 going crazy. Going crazy. US 30 crazy. Alright. Let's see. I said, yeah. I said, yeah. I said, nah, y'all about to get the real out of me. Stay woke. I said, okay. I'm the king of the six. Ain't no debate. Got the city on lock. Ain't no escape. I'm the one they all want, but they can't have. I'm living my best life. Ain't no half. I'm on top of the game. Ain't no way down. My bank account's growing. Ain't no frown. Woo! Y'all cannot tell me that is not going platinum. I said, I got the keys to the city. Ain't no lock. I'm the one they all copy. Ain't no mock. Woo! Woo! Yeah. Woo! Yeah. Oh! Yeah. Hold on. add more to verse 1. Hold on, we about to add more to verse 1. Hold on. Yeah. I got the crown, ain't no dub 8. Yeah. I'm the one they all want, ain't no mistake. I'm living lavish, ain't no shame. I'm the one they all copy, ain't no game. I'm the one they look up to, ain't no lie. I'm the one they all wanna be, ain't no shy. I'm the one that they call, ain't no choice. I'm living like Drake, ain't no voice. Woo! Nah, y'all gotta give me credit for that one. Y'all gotta give me credit for that one. That one was actually fire. That one was actually fire. Like, this verse right here was actually pretty dope. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. I'm living like Drake, ain't no way to fake. I'm on top of the world, ain't no escape. I'm the one that they want, ain't no debate. I'm living my dreams, ain't no mistake. Yeah. Yo, who wants me to actually go to a studio and actually record this? That oh shit. Y'all is hilarious. Bro, you'll make any market sell with that. Yo, y'all is hilarious, bro. Oh man, nah, man. Well, listen, man, we're creating a rap as these markets are playing out. Like, this is the whole thing about trading, guys. Like, you really do gotta get, like, you gotta get preoccupied, right? Like, you gotta let the market just do what it does, because you're sitting here all day long, just, man, what is the market? It's just extremely boring, and it's gonna get your emotions going through the roof, right? So you gotta, like, you know what I'm saying? Find other things. Find other things to do. Find other things. Let me go back to that beat. That beat was actually fire. Yeah, but besides though that fact, I don't even know what I just. Yeah, this caffeine is kicking in. I'm not even gonna lie. But besides that though, family, I do appreciate y'all. You know, we're gonna go ahead and play this verse one more time. I will be expecting a call, you know, from one of these major labels soon, because I will be the next platinum artist, for sure. Got the crown, ain't no debate. I'm the one they all want, ain't no mistake. I'm living lavish, yeah, ain't no freaking shame. I'm the one they all copy, they ain't got no game. I'm the one they all look up to, I ain't gon' lie. I'm the one they all with me, I ain't gon' shy. Yeah, family, I do appreciate y'all, man. I'm gonna have to go ahead and end it because I'm getting tired. I know I'm about to pass the hell out after this. So I'm definitely hyped up right now. I blame this. This is what I blame right here. This is what I blame right here, right? Freaking frappuccinos. Let's see, bro. Remember when we was in the ATL at the RTP event and we went to the studio? Yeah, that was a fire. Yo, matter of fact, were you there, Devin, when I made the one song? Hold on, now I gotta find it. Right, were you there when I made maxing out zooms? Oh man, I don't know if he was there, bro. What a time to be alive, man. I don't know if he was at that one. Hold on, guys, cause now I gotta. Y'all think I'm really not a rapper? Bet. Watch this. Who you talking about? Listen to this banger. Listen to this banger as we leave. Hey, boy, I think your wife slipped you a Mickey. I would have doubted. Listen, ain't no refunds on there. What you know about this right here, though?
Yeah, we were maxing out zooms way before it was cool to do so. We packing out rooms, going state to state. Yeah, we on tour, all about power moves. We after growth and we always want more. Impact is my groove. That chairman knocking right on my back door. We've been maxing out zooms way before it was cool to do so. We packing out rooms, going state to state. Yeah, we on tour, all about power moves. We after growth and we always want more.
Y'all know about
Impact
this.
is my groove.
Y'all know about this.
That chairman knocking right on my back door. Yeah, back door. You know what we after. These dollars, my babies, I stack them like crazy. I'm thanking God like a pastor. The life that I've been after is close in sight, I'm a grabber. The money sitting on a platter. Yeah, I'm the money master. Sheesh. and I'm on a run to greatness. Trapping on all of these charts, I knew I was going some places, and all it took was some patience, until I come with some aces, and now we speaking on stages, and life is looking amazing. We were maxing out Zooms, way before it was cool to do so. We packing out rooms, going state to state, yeah, we on tour. All about power moves.
There's no cap in my
we
rap,
after
neither.
growth and we always want more. Impact is my groove. That chairman knocking right on my back door. We've been maxing out Zooms, way before it was cool to do so. We packing out rooms, going state to state, yeah, we on tour. All about the power moves. We after growth and we always want more. Impact is my groove. That chairman knocking right on my back door.
Huh? Y'all know about that, family?
Yeah, call after call, Zoom after Zoom. I'm about to put in hyperdrive. I'm about to hit it with that vroom. Hit it with that broom, wildin' out like Looney Tunes, hey. And I remember
Shout out
that
to that boy Gus.
we ain't even have no Zooms. We was on that go-to meeting. We had to do what it do. We had to do what it do. And some of y'all don't have a clue. Don't have a clue. Some of y'all really don't have a clue. We was maxing out Zooms, way before it was cool to do so. We packing out rooms, going state to state, yeah, we on tour. All about power moves. We after growth and we always
y'all know
want
about
more.
this.
Impact is my groove. That chairman knocking right on my back door. We've been maxing out Zooms, way before it was cool to do so. We packing out rooms, going state to state, yeah, we on
Yeah,
tour.
y'all know about
all
this,
about
family.
power moves. We after growth and we always want more. Impact is my groove. That chairman knocking right on my back door.
Sheesh. That shit is a banger. That shit is a freaking banger. What y'all know about that? Look at that boy. What y'all know about this, man? We maxed out Zooms, way before it was cool to do so. Yo, Wally, is this you right here, Wally? Is this right here? Is this you right here, Wally? Shout out to that boy Wally. I believe it's Mr. Wally here. A year ago showing love. Let's go, man. Yeah, Easy Pip. Let's go, man. You a real OG. You a real OG. Let's go, man. That's how I know you've been rocking for a minute, bro. Shout out to you, man. Nah, say, listen, y'all gotta give me some credit. When I actually lock in and I can write some ish, like it's gonna be some ish, right? So there you go. Go ahead and stream this on SoundCloud. I'm gonna be your next favorite SoundCloud rapper. So go ahead and let's build this stream up. But besides that, family, I do appreciate y'all. It's been a phenomenal stream back. Like I said, I haven't been on this channel in a while. And I wanted to come back and just really give you guys some value, some sauce, some games, some entertainment as well. And hopefully I was able to do that and accomplish that. But I got to go ahead and jump off because I got to get back to work. Now I got to go ahead and turn off my trading hat. And I got to go ahead and turn on my credit hat. Or I go from being a trader to being a credit professional. All right, all in a matter of like that, right? So that's what I got to go ahead and do, family. I got a bunch of calls I got to make. But I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Thank you guys for jumping on. And I will be back on. Honestly, I might go live. I might go live Asian session this week with y'all, right? I'm back Asian session this week. I'm going to make sure I'm live. I'm going to be providing you guys with massive value. So this entire week, family, I am back live for Asian session stream starting tomorrow. So be there or be square. Let's get it, family. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And I'll talk to you guys all a little bit later. All right, y'all.